Ghana. Listen to most educative platform on the planet right now. My producers are called the Ghost Team. We are live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV. We are live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV. We are also streaming live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook, Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We are live on Loud Silence TV on YouTube, Loud Silence TV on YouTube. With all due respect, it's our official page on Facebook. With all due respect, it's also streaming this show live this evening. Some very important pages are cross-posting our show tonight on Facebook. NDC TV, they are officially picking this show live this night, this evening. 1957 Project, they are also live on this. They are also picking this show live on their page. Benjamin Wayo Mahama is also live, cross-posting this show on Facebook. Ghanaian Citizen TV is another page promoting Loud Silence TV, and also every single day picking our feed. Honorable Joseph Yamin's page, they're also streaming this show live this evening on Facebook. Kevin Taylor, my official page on Facebook, is also streaming this show live, and also Hopex TV and radio. Follow Hopex TV and radio on Facebook. You will get every single notification from us. Whenever we live, they are going to be live. Thank you very much, family, for being here tonight. Tonight, we're back again to discuss Ghana. Tonight's issue, or tonight's episode, is a very, very important one. We'll be entering the Supreme Court. I'll be telling you what will happen tomorrow in the Supreme Court. I'll be telling you what will happen tomorrow in the Supreme Court and why what will happen tomorrow will happen. Let me tell you something tonight. I'll be telling you what will happen in the Supreme Court tomorrow. Tomorrow, remember, the Asin North MP, Honorable Kwesen, will be facing the Supreme Court led by Enin Yabua to fight an application which was actually put before the court by NPP lawyer Davis. Yes, Davis. We all remember Davis. Let me get you his full name. His full name is Frank Davis. Tomorrow, the Asin North MP, the NDC MP, Asin North MP, will know his fate. But I will tell you what will happen tomorrow tonight. I will tell you what will happen tomorrow tonight. If you know anyone in the Jubilee House, call them to come on the table. The minority leaders, call them to come to the table tonight or come watch the show. The majority leaders, tell them to also come watch the show tonight. It's breaking news. It's going to decide what will happen tomorrow in the Supreme Court. Will decide the fate of e-levy. What will happen in the Supreme Court tomorrow? And I'm going to tell you what will happen in the Supreme Court tomorrow. And that will decide whether e-levy will be passed or not. Remember, we are at a crossroad when it comes to e-levy. The passage of e-levy has become something difficult. It has become an albatross hanging around our neck. We can't do anything. In fact, the government of the day, led by Akufo-Addo, they keep saying that without e-levy, this economy will collapse. Ghana's economy will collapse. Will the president do everything possible illegally to make sure e-levy passes? Some people have raised the issue about the NPP not having the numbers. Remember, we still have a president who is cunning, who is a liar, a president who always suppresses the law, uses the judiciary to get what he wants. Is he going to do another? Is he going to do the same tomorrow? I'll tell you by the end of the day. It's a big show. You don't have to miss. Call a friend to call a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that Kevin Taylor and the Ghost Team are here. Tonight, we will get it right. Tomorrow, we will get it right. It's very, very important. It's all in the national interest. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. This show is streaming on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV. We are streaming in 22 African countries, including Ghana. If you're watching me from the Francophone countries, I'd like to say bonsoir. Je m'appelle Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. Jeduza on the trocatus. Deserve the vende tracatra sang. We with all due respect, direct Washington DC. Oh, bonsoir. The vendry direct on television. The other person can say, moi, much French, no, never see a friend Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. And the date, no, my battle, and the time, and my battle. And you bring, Omuna Airsham, every a year in cry, a French was so intimate with the French kakra. Metin kranka kra okay mini inti enwumre edwuma ye bedi no ha na edwuma tie e-levy hunsem ochina eye Asin North eye Honorable Kwesen ebeko the Supreme Court application bi da ho a was okofight na enwumre mekire ba de kodie nti a ochina de ebesi Supreme Court ni besi na de ebesi Supreme Court no ene na bekire se e-levy be pass na se pass kai na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ye president bi a since obetena akonwa kasiem no eye Supreme Court ena odidi dwuma opeso odibia sebio ofa nkwankwan kwan so anase ofa koti kwan so ebu imran kom na yedum pempensuo bi a de besi Supreme Court ochina no eno ena bekire Supreme ye e-levy no ye be pass na se pass also ti ase se NPP for aban yi Akufo-Addo di enimu wa ka kire Ghana for say so one pass e-levy na Ghana ekuro no esika sem nyina ebedwire gum na me pese me busa wasem bi na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo nipa bi a otewo no oye nipa bi a koti kwan so ena ye ne de eye illegalities, a year pressurizing the system, a year making sure that the constitution will bunukum, dear nebesi or channel Supreme Court, and the mekan the ebesi achro. Me say enyumbre meka de ebesi achro. Ghana ni bia ohwe bia mechirechiri mu otwimu sene be ya ebekọ fom sene be ya ochina no Supreme Court take decision na obia beti de meka na se connections bebre won sama mbeka mu e betwetwe huma bebre akesi ni and mo betinsem nsama kase ene ebeka no ha ohwe me enyumbre a me din ede Kevin Ekobedu Taylor ebia and then the first time I will show we your friend with all due respect extended version ya the free United States of America ene de bro adwuma de ya hyehye eye omo omo mechi dom no ye from the Ghost team omo ena mo kyekere nyina so am se membra na membe kyerkyerem membe dwudwam na Ghana fo nyina enhu de ekọ dwuma de egum mpre na de dem de di nkan de frɛ no eye the hello segment eno ena mechia obi a ɔhwɛ me every ewiase afa na nyina Africa Asia Europe and America omo nyina mechia omo majo mache obi a ɔhwɛ mbia nyame nhyira de to so mienu ene ye frɛ no eye the social media segment eno ena me peke anasa ye fa eye nsɛm every amansanten taso ye frɛ no internet so eye nsɛm ekɔ pole ekɔ pele nsɛm a ebi frɛ no kaseɛ bɔ no kaseɛ mekyerɛkyerɛ medwudwam ama Ghana fo nyina ɛte de ekɔ ɛwɔ wiase ene Ghana especially ekɔ eso ɛwɔ hɔ de to so miensa ene ye frɛ no pound for pound eno ene ende ye bewura Supreme Court breaking news na ɛwɔ hɔ no be ma Ghana fo nyina ɔkyena de ebesi no meka kyerɛw na de ebesi Supreme Court no ene na be kyerɛ sɛ e-levy be pass ya na sɛ pass obi bɛka sɛ eh na sɛ MPP fo ni numbers no memfa no ntutrim bibi besi na bibi besi a obi besi asem kesi besi a enfranka ensi so and them the franka ne besi so ansa na de ache nti yebedi e-levy hu komo yebedi Supreme Court hu komo memma mo hitasem mekyerɛkyerɛ nsɛm mu akyerɛ mo sɛ ne be ya ɛto a obi abehu bebi a etuo no etu free the toso nine and now the final segment in air the social the phone in segment and no and I be ahomatrofo no ma obi a ɔhwɛ me efri ewiase afa ne nyina no aye frɛ no ebusua no enso frɛ ekyerɛ omadwene dwumadie eye mpanifo dwumadie obi be say international platform wiase afa ne nyina ehwɛ ye numbers no wa ha no kore no so wa ha waba ha na eso waba no na ye ba be ka no kore akyerɛ tumi enwumre yeshia no na yeshia yaba so de ne aba bidin ede Kevin Ekobedu Taylor give me 10 Ghana yesterday give us 10 Ghana. Na yaba bedru de wa wo hwem bia I would like to say good evening to every single individual watching me, ex-president, current president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. De Akufo ono so michia na dwumbre John Dramani Mahama so michia no michia ahemfo mo Ghana nyina including me papa ahemfo any ahema mo Ghana nyina michia obia from the north, south, east and west obia ejinchia edwumbre michia asofofo akesefo mo Ghana, especially my very good friend Duncan Williams Archbishop Michia, wherever you are. I say good evening to you. I also say good evening to every single individual who are ready to speak truth to power across the country and across the world. Mabano neaba yabechirechim yabejujum yase Petro Kosro and yabetutu bucketim mo amunim no yabetutu bucketim buta so yabetutum na akwana no kasama Samira no ai ne brofo no brofo bi ehia pa se o se echirechim na utia kwa echire kakra tumu se insembesi me bo kakra some video bi na table right you refie and na besa ekohu na besa there on the ground. Let us play this video. As I will show you, you need to understand, says subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Yet Loud Silence TV, you need to subscribe. One subscriber, one of these days, we will be off YouTube. Yeah, come before for intermediate. I can't announcement with Makaka. There's a reason why I'm DBA because now subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like subscribe to our channel. It's very, very important. Also, if you want to help Loud Silence TV to keep operating, and I say to be on every time for Ghanaians to watch now, it is very simple. You need to donate. Help us keep this TV on in Ghana. It's very, very important. And Ghana for one share, Nigeria for, Togo for, Ivory Coast for, 22 African countries. Ghana can wait 23. Into here say and who say obi ascending a donation from all the way from Ivory Coast for Sikkim. I was so surprised. I was like, oh, this is very, very interesting. Into Ghana in our Shemia, it's very, very important saying you donate here. We are making sure that we are taking care of this year 2022. No, we need to sustain this TV. It's $5,000 a month to keep this TV on. Until also TS says, Sebio Yakase, you hear $1 or 7 Ghana cedis. No, it's important say Yedeka Krabeka Sebio Mwa Bruchimo, Mona Sebio Ye de Dramo se Momwa, na yentumi and sustain TV no ewo Ghana for to me tia. Dudobia will be able to me at Sunday Akoma MTN Momo number we 055-889-3032. 055-889-3032. MTN Momo. Most are more cash app no a KTWADR. Cash app a KTWADR. PayPal, KTWADR. These monies are donating kakran is going straight to sustain Loud Silence TV. Sani beya ubia Ghana biano yene wa abrocha ya maamenom ya aunties ya uncles epe TV ape no kritie no omu nyina benya access to watch the truth. Into yesremo, if you are watching me tonight, it is very important we donate to sustain Loud Silence TV. Into I would like to say donation is still ongoing. Please don't forget to donate. $1, $20, $30, $100. You can decide to say I'm paying $100 for the whole 2022. If other people decide to pay like that, we will get 5,000 and over to sustain the TV. We should not look at just this month. This month, going to cover. So we are hoping that people will contribute to sustain the TV to the end of the year. It is very important. Into Mr. Wow, should be piano $1, $2, $3, $5, $20,000, $10,000. Yeah, ready. TV no akoso. It is very, very important. If you're here tonight, I'd like to say welcome to the most authoritative, most listened to platform. This is a show where the President of the Republic, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, never misses, because when you say aha, and I know Korean War, Chromophobia or Abamubia ATM Yumbre, Yabano Neaba into Ohana Oshemia. Call a sister to call a sister. And I catch them say, we are here, give us 10 Ghana. We are going to give you the facts. And you be right the Supreme Court. If you Supreme Court and you rap Parliament, if you Parliament and much what is actually going to happen in these few days. Ochina, I'll tell you what will happen tomorrow. We are going to tell you what will happen tomorrow. Our future past participle. It is in the pipeline, but I'll let you know what is in the pipeline before the pipe bursts tomorrow. You're still watching With All Due Respect Extended Version.
Or ridical in terms of his marriage status. They, those who are doing it in Parliament, please, it is a big blow to Mampurugu. It will come out one day to express our dissatisfaction with some of these things. The man can marry even up to 10 because apart from being a Muslim, that limits him to 4. The chieftaincy gate giving the chance to marry even up to 12. So those of you who might have the chance of listening to this one, please, you are coming from different communities. It is a big warning coming from northern region. Even the NDCs are aware that this one, we are not taking it lightly with people who are returned to ridicule with our brother in Parliament or any place. We are not taking it lightly. So, Honorable Alban Bagbin, we respect you enough. He's having one wife called Her Excellency Samira Bawumia. Whoever she was married to, if there was a problem, there's no problem. It is not your cup of tea to be bringing it on air, because married, you can divorce and go back for your wife. And it is not a taboo in Manpugru. You can decide to throw away your wife and go and pick your wife and go back for your wife. And it is not a taboo in Manpugru. You can decide to throw away your wife and go and pick your wife and pay the position and the loyalty for your wife. And it is not a taboo in Manpugru. You can decide to throw away your wife and go and pick your wife and pay the position and the loyalty that is for your wife. And it is not a taboo in Manpugru. You can decide to throw away your wife and go and pick your wife for your wife. And it is not a taboo in Manpugru. You can decide to throw away your wife and go and pick your wife and pay the position and the loyalty that he's coming from has given him the nod to marry even up to 12.
Ghana Pao, when you it was a simple Ghana Pao. Now, Papa Peggy, or no, so I doubt, so I hang you, me so or the whole. Say Obiaho, say Papa the two, or no, and then the shelf, and the satisfaction, and then the constitution. Yes, it was a 24/7. Also, Ghana. That's what he had out monitor Ghana. Some can say Ghana is God's comedy channel. I Nyanko Pond de be out the two. In Kwasia Samonkwa, Papa Payun Toto, or never defended by Umia Jama Wakobo, the Jantina Wakobono, or never teach him. I is the constitution and the 12. When I can say 12, you got a 12. And the 12 and the constitution, and you can throw away your wife. Oh, free. We are going to throw away your wife and go and bring her again. You are no free. Typical of free pa. These are the people we need to lock up. You can throw away your wife and go and bring her and go and take your wife away. And the constitution and the 12 and the Tajimino, sit down. Come on, go sit down. Rat. You are going to throw away your wife. Rat. Sit down. Shut up. And the constitution and the 12. What to say a 12? And the 12 and the constitution and the people. Shut up. I don't want to talk for Baumia. When Baumia was going to Gimpa and following that girl, were you there? Shut up there. What do picture about them said you will Huh? Rat. You cry. Kusie. Shut up. All right, let's take care of business. Adianchi, and your bias scandal, and your constitution, and your 12, and then man, I sure slap more than the 12 and the constitution. How do I get to the constitution? And Okabakubi not today, Okabakubi first, or start or say, this assassin. Well, how do I get this assassin? Oh, pro, this assassin. And then this assassin and the constitution and the 12, you be sure assume maybe out to know. One no pito bina ka kanse munu. Madam Samira, wa mama to Madam Ramatu. Shut up there. You can throw away your wife. We see to na benum wine. We see to be cheers. Cheers. All right, let's take care of business. Now, the satisfaction. This satisfaction. What is this? It is a buta. According to Kevin Taylor, it is a buta. It is a buta. Unhinim buta. Aye. What is this? That is assassin and the buta. Yeah, but wine was sumo baby ujinano. What is this?
Wait, the bro putting the same.
Jack, baby, I read the change am you. I said, "Ekufo say bibia." Ibuta. Ekufo na kase friend nana kwabota. And na endeso nkora no, ewu bibia. It is buta. It is where we are. It's dangerous. It's not a joke anymore. Where are there? It is buta. It is buta. 2022. I'm sick a crack. What is somebody to a cast of brown bread rough? Now I would like to say a few hellos. Now, yeah, start the show no quick. And yes, scandal. Yes, serious matter. We are entering the Supreme Court. Chief Justice Enini Yeboah, please come and watch me. Come and watch and change your style. You see how they change your style, no? Supreme Court for you. You could for the Jubilee House change your style. Be like that. Into my chronometer, I say. You could for the guys change your style. I know change your style. Into my chronom go. Enini Yeboah and Korano. Snake and Sons. Change your style. A good worker say, be like that. I say change your answer no more change. They say there, yeah, Supreme Court change your style. And a good father they decided who changes their style. Jay Adams Amwako is watching me this evening. I'd like to say good evening to Winifred Azu's mom. Mr. P, no. Wait there, Mr. P does not know anything about it. We just got a message say, Miss Madame Georgina Omane. Madame Georgina Omane. I hope I got it right. You just got your multi-TV today. And the first time I started actually show we multi-TV. So from me, Kevin Taylor, I will share me and you bring me ajo. Welcome to Loud Silence TV. Madame Georgina Omane. The person can say, welcome to the family. What or multi TV and the udikoda and the would be a tuma or Kevin Taylor into and then no very very disciplined and the ma mindi bonibia min kasam bonibia wunti and the min kasam wunti obia I but obi there some catches in him the meka I ma we the man this is so but obi or I say catches on him the meka chen on him but and then our banti and then ma memma nye hu ma memma is simple I oba Winifred na down for ne Mr. P and or say yenkase yenchao enyumbre. Thank you very much, madam. I beg you still donate. And you must watch multi TV there, then you can donate. Please, Madam Georgina. Tomorrow I'll check. If you don't donate, you will hear me. You hear me, madam. I love you, Madam Georgina. I have not seen you before, but you have to donate. Donation the Anajuya on the ground. Check the system. Somewhere who Madam Georgina before the show ends, I'm the mom signal. Let me get me the signal, and then I will now I would like to say Andrina and Council. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Good evening. Ura Ama is also watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team. I can see Papa Dieti also watching me. Abdul Mola is live on Loud Silence TV tonight. Who else is here? Abdul Mola, yes. Nabessa Okain is watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team this evening. I can also see Prophet AEC Duku watching me this evening. Good evening, Madam. Okay. Adam Abdullah is watching. Kevin Taylor Na Lamte this evening. You are live on Loud Talent TV. Tina Voshia is also here. Tina, good evening wherever you are. Joanna Nkwe watching me this evening around the world. Joanna, good evening. Solomon Adai is watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team this evening live on Loud Silence TV. Rita would say no bagawaya. Rita, no bagawaya. Thank you very much for tuning in this evening on this platform. I can also see Lariba Pauline watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost Team. Now Lamte is back again. Donate. Thank you very much. Now, Mickey F is watching Kevin Taylor. Raina Yakubu is an OG. Winifred Azu is back here. Saying thank you very much, Winifred. Fostian is watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team. David O'Kine is live on Loud Silence TV this evening. Lydia Agleza is watching me this evening. Yao Ej is live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV this evening. Thank you very much. Good evening to SM. Good evening to Kwansma. Thank you very much for being here tonight. Kwansma, solid. Undisputed Kwansma. Emmanuel Badago is watching me. Kimons GH is live here. I can see Jonas Brown watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team. Hajia Amina. I would like to say good evening to Hajia Beyonce. Hajia Amina. Hajia Beyonce. Good evening. Muchos Negu. Ibrahim Anas. Thank you very much. Peter Hamenu is also watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost Team. Who else is here? Agatha Ajay watching Kevin Taylor and the Ghost Team this evening on Loud Silence TV. We have 5 more minutes to say hello to a few people. Emmanuel is back here. Who else is watching me? Mamenka, hello to a few people. Give us 10 Ghana. Don Patro. Go to Kumasi Zoo. Don Patro is there. Good evening to Don Patro. Good evening to Chema to me. Kumasi Zoo. Chema to me. Good evening. Good evening to Abronya DC. Oko in Ponchine side. Good evening. Good evening to Abwa Papon. Oko Bibia Mwana. Omoya to say Kotra 1 Good evening. Good evening to Eye Obri Bwahin. Good evening. Kumasi Zoo for Namoya Mushabina. Ministra Munina. Good evening to Eye YBML Kumasi Zoo. Give us money. Good evening to Don Patro. Good evening to Kumasi Zoo for no doso. Chama unti maboni ding, mabo abronye ding, mabo obribwa ding, mabo abwa papunding. Good evening to Hobson Adoye, Oko Kumasi Zoo or also the hobby. Good evening to everybody at the Kumasi Zoo. Good evening to Kumasi Zoo. I see you, Jonathan Bwedu Mafu, watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team tonight. Good evening to Kumasi Zoo list, no. Mr. S, send me the Kumasi Zoo list. I also Kevin here on Beso Bedi. Mr. S, please send me the Kumasi Zoo list. Joy Ama is watching Kevin Taylor and Ghost Team tonight. Joy Ama, good evening. Who else is here? Mr. S, please send me the list of Kumasi Zoo for no. Augustine Kofi is watching me right now. Arthur Yeboah Abednego Lovers is watching me this evening. Charlotte Abbey is live on Loud Silence TV. Good evening to Kumasi Zoo for no. KT Hammond, also Kumasi Zoo. Thank you very much. Give us money. Give us money. KT Hammond, you are not a lawyer. I told you. Come and prove to us. Yesterday, the Herald released a statement, a story. They were asking you simple questions. KT Hammond, you are an imposter. You are not a lawyer. You are also part of the Kumasi Zoo clients. Inti Nicaragua, if you are part of the Nicaragua Zoo, go, Mr. S, send me the Nicaragua Zoo list. No, Chairman to me, my man list Chairman to me, Nicaragua for Zoo, no, or no so other hobby. Abua Papon, Nicaragua Zoo, Abronye, Nicaragua Zoo, KT Hammond, Nicaragua Zoo, Obribwahin. Nicaragua Zoo. There's one person missing here. Nicaragua for the ultimate missing you. Ubiako Kaubi. Why be Obribwahin Brown Abu chairman. Hobson Adoye, Nicaragua Zoo. Omina Kumasi Zoo. Umbufu na Kevin Taylor Boy Din. Kevin Taylor Boy Din. Otu for Bakraba no Bache Kudua. Kevin Taylor Boy Din Tiendi. Kumasi Zoo in Ketia. Omumpekodu. Omupetengana. Give us 10 Ghana. I Kumasi Zoo for no. Fosu Bill Gates so hobby. Fosu El Chapo and so hobby. Kumasi Zoo no. Zoo members yabo bomudino. Munyina mo representing mambo mudia mubefu. Kumasi Zoo for Okpo Chichi Nangasa and a top list no. Okpo Onangasa Otimbe General ye. Okpo Timbe General man can ye. Awa voreja I ofui atamos de konko de wo no. John Muhammad we peteba. opodaga betime jote man kan ye Neil Antela Van der Poel I okpo chichiru no wadwa man kan ye yi banofu Neil Ante Van der Poel I inti Kumasi Zoo for akwadbofu Kevin Taylor de omu ade ko si asori dan netrem uhinim John Boedu ono so kan Nicaragua fozu no ho John Boedu ai mo fa listen mbra omo nyina mambom de ombofu John Boedu ono so eka eye Don Patro nkora no ho Hawa Kumsen ono so Kumasi Zoo ai ono so Odahobi Gabi aso chira kon Gabi Kumasi Zoo fo nyina Andre no do afon pa na Gabi akotam sheshe akotam pa no na kwa bon akotam pa so wambodi dia no bofu akotam pa Kumasi Zoo na Nicaragua fo zoo no Ohobi mangani Maesa Stephen Amwa sa sticker ai Kumasi Zoo mo ni no na ejimi pa Stephen Amwa sticker ai ono so mambodi dia no bofu ye mangani ye Okay, all right, let's move forward. I want to I was say 3:59. I got 1 minute to answer my start show. No, show the time the whole. It producer to me time. Some coming some. May come in some way. Young can ye. Neil Ante Van der Poel. Give us money. Mayeska Kumasi Zoo no. Omo give me rough. Kumasi Zoo. Give us money. Katie Hammond, we are not a lawyer. Na last me say aye. Obuasa sokwafo omse ma Kevin Katie Amodo matret obuasa sokwa na ene afiri buase ya ba betuma dwonso ma ho nyina munyina ya ba dwonso gum ya ba chikuru no ai ma Kevin telantwem me first girlfriend obuasa sokwa do free ose ma minsi wo ho na me be dansa na matoa so uhwinim obuasa sokwafo woni mama me feel omo ho me see de oye be ma no o me see signboard obuasa sokwa ka se ma Kevin telantwem ye de ka na be pim you know a signboard no near South African girls near the Omatana Cam near the Golden View. Do I bear man on the Chimbra Golden View? What's that so qua? And then Golden View now chele. Momo club. I dance so qua. Katie Amo constituency club Wagubo. Club ni ho a crab team club ni Apeteshiba gwa. And then was no chele. Muhinim me hisia be hitia betia bo de bunima. Enti ye yankani Neil Ante Bannerman. Boy, when you mwadia cry, we no near or since was a Mahama boy, hey, Nanka unya mi anka me your boyfriend anka why me poster kapa pe ukura anka me ka papa poster ho o boyfriend mi nanka papa wu ya anka the poster anka be tare so come because of my boyfriend we ya we can it be hey o boyfriend showed us a hunger me Johnny say there's boy the cow phone now if you say near funka babies boy wait just a nice boy but can't come phone hey yeah my men na create my Rollins your general secretary abua papon yeah your funka babies funka mama wants to go to NDC we will follow her funka babies you better phone my meso or free but just someone kwara munim funka more MPP for but just someone kwara munim funka me see any afraid of funka babies no yeah my men funka mama na create my Rollins your general secretary ne funka abua papon wo be pa your ho akohin ye girem Yajinem, I funka uncle, mensa otabo, kwasa kekankwa. On there, funka uncle. Mensa otabo is the funka uncle, or kafun rough, or the brofuka fun rough. You know you are a young Christian, the born again ones are foolish. A funka, unisa fun or kind about a brofuntimunti. Young Christians, the born again ones are the most foolish ones. Maybe I can't treat my gogas be Kevin there. Nano ya. Mensa otabo jinamu, someone kwasa for new Christians. I want to oh, where brofunti, okay. Jimmy, uti kura ese kura yi. Enti ya fonka uncle ya mensa utabo. Ya fon or the brofo na ka fon. The young Christians, the newborn ones, they are the most foolish ones. Na kobrani Jimmy oto okuta pen. Hey, quotation bag. Which quotation did he say? Which quotation? Do you remember the quotation? Osu ya kwasi ampenyi. We Christo ni, we kwasi ampenyi. Sa na oka chiro. Na Jimmy to watambu kakraka. Please did you hear the quotation? He said, yeah, Exodus 33:13. What did he say? He said, you young Christians are foolish. I say, man of God, to struggle. Right? Jimilization, Jimitization. There's a Jimmy here. And I'm going to call away the bro food matem. Enti yafonka uncle Mensa Otable. Yes. Ye be show no. Frobia nombra. Ye twen nketia kakra. No mu nyina behia Nicaragua zoo hono no. Give us 10 Ghana. Weja. Enti me dan minja show no. Unhwinim ko bia TV. We are diplomatic. We are the intellectual. Ko bia TV. Aha, intellectual ni how. I say intellectual ni how. Me so intellectual, go and open your own TV. I have open intellectualism. She, we the intellectual be you. Okay, let's move forward. Ye cheche obi ye be show no. Ai. My main mama listen, e bia na form ni so. Nicaragua babies no Kumasi Zoo no. 1, John Boedu. 2, Howard Kumsin. 3, Gabi. 4, Akotampao. Sticker ono so Nicaragua Zoo member. Okpochichi nankasa. Mirefi. Chema ultimi. Ai ukozu ha ono na pajensim aboa papon abronye obribu ahe obsinado emu nyina they are all there. I'm sorry me say akobidibu ofufuo si de montimi ndi me say wa appetite fufuo si de montimi ndi ni bu ofua o ye de na obeye e pa na utu edura mba ye ne edi eduro na tia e pa na obeye obompa ya emfa ye ne obompa ya chen die na obeye untumi set up ye ne ex girlfriends nya so to obo into obi ambete to nte die pa na obeye ai ex girlfriends nya abubu omo ya so to obi afa story bi amba imbremete say Kevin Taylor wa wo Ghana ye o ka kire de yire mo famra na ha cha support wa akora mo famra na cha support wa mo hwinim. I see you, all the girls and the babes. I see you. When I turn left, I see you. When I turn right, babies, I see you. All over the place, baby. I'm seeing my babies. Yes, start the show, no? Joe Wise is so calm. Joe Wise with Jimmy Ruff. With Jam Kevin, the other no Cassatian penny for Joe Wise catch the Ghana for say, oh my boy, to the election time, no? Oh my armed robbers. Nitise ate. And it is a ataji. Or to some Quasascow can end there. Me Nicaragua for no way. And then the Omante, the Kevin Taylor can in here. I'm Papa Duncan Williams in Amishrao. I'm for say, why do I love Duncan? Like I love Papa Duncan Williams. Nipa any who's whatever from so I will jitu monya minim. Nanya made in bonnet channel. Papa is an honest, humble man. Intermediate metihano. So we are the pa meka. All the girls here, I see you. I unsha ko. Yan Jusika, but and then expose nebana anwa dini. Agric Minister Murphy, Aquadumi, Meba, thank you very much on the ground. Agric Minister, Aquawe. Also, can Nicaragua zoo for no or Kumasi zoo be? I Agric Minister, rough. Agric Minister, read. Yeah, only Kufa, read. And that's what I can when I say a secret. Agric Minister ni Kufuado. Na die na be inform Agric Minister so person the president. Akwa num otumi ukọ ne fia. The wardrobe no enye ntade na womo. Eye yomo any wi. Otumi mixi wi ni yomo. Ai wi yomo. Wa only otumi wi obetra say ai plantain is 2 Ghana. Wait. Wa num wi mo ya kuko ne nim. Agric Minister do onum ni wi ni wi a na se mo ye interview a say do hu mo.
So ko stage now no we are what do you get?
So me ko stage na me num we are me who crowd ni nyina se nkokọ. Me sana ya me hu omo. Omo muguo ni nyina nipa ni nyina me hu omo sasabe nkokọ ne omo ma. Iti me ye de gu omo so amu se we mu no lie ni ade.
Ai. What num is on Agric Minister mo ye interview to hwe when mo hu some yankokọ. Mo ya no life for mo froye for on humpo one no or the we afra yo mo and I was some tia say nyame bi wo ha ye rent me mfi me be answer the best at show no e bi wo ha Ghana for them refi nyama pa the whole Ghana the whole Ghana intellectuals we see the boss. Ghana the whole Ghana the inspector be dia kuroni CID boss, the whole Kwame Nkrumah we are you penny for you we only over to when they to about the CID boss we on the neighbor investigations oh I said we see or the neighbor a pen or the pin or you pin or that I put a pin in it no hot coffee now but a young police phone number sir please can we leave so you can leave I'm staying over so should we leave the office no problem I'll stay. There's an all cracky case. Your friend, Kenya Boa, the whole Ghana, Musia the penny pani, on intelligence upon intelligence, oh boy, or to show any miles. 2:35, where were you? Also, say I was in front of our church, but before 2:25, where were you before 2:25? Because we saw that the phone now was to be a question. So tell me your location before 2. Oh no, when the investigations in our way. What can be? Me I should say, so picture of channel. I'm just because I'm genuine. Musia the boss the whole Ghana. Me penifo amako school. I had the school papa bia. I had the Jimmy. Mo amuti be cabro from my yeremoto. And you know Ghana Gov Kevin Taylor. It's not he is not a journalist because the language he uses it's not good for TV and we have seen journalists come and what that guy is doing is basically not something that rational people should listen to. We're more queen. CID. Akwawe CID phone na on the mixer. Your friend CID mixer. And you robo chicken away so your plan ben. Or not to me repetition bar. I say hey. Nesi ade mo nyinyini pa I just otadom o ti repetition ba o say hey say na kom na wanyini sa no ai say o started no wo ho no ache ai what no repetition was joint wa ache into ni mama ne ma no o ti say hey na Frank na nyini say hey Frank no akwara o Frank pon yeah yini mama ai mama madingo 2 ai krama pempem so 2 ai obatan na ho 3 na mame eye hawakums na motio mienu ai have madingo kakra bi mefa som ai mention da mani su kakra bi uwia na mamadingo madingo mienu na mame eye abeifo ai abeifo aso echi eno so fa kakra bi som ensa na obedom no woduma 8 years na wadin tete oi otimi Ghana or Mexico so hey say na eye okay o say ah na who me saying I don't respect me ana asoma we say one percent tia me also so hey Mr. Ken I say end for yi kakra som ai opochichi ai opo battery for opo battery kakra som and we chire ho and yen fancy counter ho no akoyi opo battery kakra no dia som ko ai also we wie ni nyina dia and the mama Gabi sickle cell baako ai Gabi sickle cell and the end wo oni maybe so when the war eyi nechi no ai and the war ai malt and Gabi sickle cell baako into a Chinese zero jinawa munyina mo yankoko munyina ohum se munyina mu no lie enti mo CID boss ni Kumasi le gonfo Accra le gonfo ahemfo akese am kabrofo proponent and exponent for mo CID boss ni me baga na onchimi tum no njeli me 100 years eye ma bre no Kenya boy me baga na onchimi tum na jeli me 100 years ma bre We see you, Kenya boy. We see you. All right, we'll be right back. Now, officially, your starting show. You're still watching Without Your Respect extended version.
Exclusive interview with Evelyn Sewabroni, 29th March 2022. On With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV. Exclusive interview with Evelyn Sewabroni, 29th March 2022. On With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV.
All right, thank you very much for staying. Obaga guys, Kevin, please, I'm owing my landlord. I don't want him to know I'm around. Or her TV, no, and all the headphones I should so, and all the TV, they know what. Or ya king, the man is sick a crazy pet, you bet to know. Gagai, and then can be all right, let's take care of business quick, because social media segment, the reason why I bear short Kakran say I want to take my time and do the editorial Supreme Court, ma ubiati asie, and then me try some men cabro focus here, me try some me church mo chi, and ma Ghana ni biati asie, because FA11 home, the ebesi ochna e Supreme Court and then I end the maybe catch them any effector a 11 assemble Supreme Parliament. Inti also mutie me ye pa. Menya botre because me pesa assemble no Ghana ni bia tiasie. Ghana ni bia tiasie se ne be ya ye behu se de ekono aboa ama yehu de otwa entro ene de ontwa entro. Ma menhwe United ebefa kakra mama guy Bobby. My guy de yabondia wo correct. All right, let's take care of business right now. Now see. Where a reminder, and what reminder Benny, let's talk about this reminder. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo tweeted in 2016, I want to assure you that an Akufo-Addo-led MPP government will stabilize the sinking city and bring back business confidence. Where Asama Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Ekanye 2016, or say they will stabilize the city and bring back a year business confidence. And the city now crossed 8. Samon Pesemo Bejia Tuma. The city has crossed 8. So Abain Kasa na Ubon said they were dancing around figures. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in some of Kayina and Sanadi to me man. Time I expose Akufo-Addo me say Akufo-Addo is daft. Bawumia is Akufo-Addo's side chick. They know nothing about governance. As Menoka say, Menoka say, and the Ghana, this is how Yeton Sika any Oko Aquaco mania. And the pound near 9.8. Bogesa and the Mutijuma Moka say, Putino, and a Dahono. I Putino, where they Putin, Mr. Putin. Nine to Mania Kofan Togo, Nina She. Putin. Na Oheniano, I fed you a kum, Putin, hypertension, no. It kills you. Someone person will be tuma and the dollar near 7.70. Say oko dollar is 7.9. When you go out there, really, oko dollar is 8 cedis. $1 no a 8. $1 no a 8 Ghana cedis. Where the we be say a outside gentility home cry. A dangerous. A week ago, me catch him say Bramo be breno. No be to di matem. The another move boom also ochina be to petrol or some week short the petrol near from 10 to 11. Year two from 10 to 11. Be a week time. You better to petrol bium. One share by the end of March. Now petrol no motor be 15. Now okoto a year pounder a year 10.5. Okoton pound, ye ton mawa, a 10.5. Sa figures where you will be a Ghana da. Kofo buy ya, buy ya be say no, and fabi be say rebasing. Rebasing system no, and yes saying redenomination, and the big Ghana for so. Kofo buy na, so be say economy no sa no be ye. And ye ntwa bibia se, ni enkanche Ghana for say, the denomination ko inti be start. Na the denomination ko no wanam no omo di no, ehfa no ko twa omoto. The Akufo-Addo guye no na ye da ho and na odi bibi by our friends say redenomination. Into we muso aba and ye catch Ghana for say sa aban we aban they cannot help. There's no two ways about we no there are no explanations. I don't expect any Ghanaian to be sitting there and defending this nonsense. Baby ayedri say 4 months to be training in area dia na munyina mutiri wotutu. Obo say obeba Ghana na Mbapa about Obapa na pempe mapa because the econo masa man kesema man yes am demonstration anti kroma na man for a demonstration power mu kumase man mu asante man mu ye hu emma omudi omwa deja adentia 10 bi te so ema 10 no say light no dum so aba nti ye dwa ye hu ma Ghana fo mu say enye 10 na o se die so ye panyansani aka niba ma ne die so ende nyansani aka niba be die so a sa ono krampo de ye pe west e de achirechirem the kind of person or ya ye nya west nka adena ended de yentumi emfa ya deja nkwa abontene enka nchire wiase nyina say ye bre ye hu nipa de di president ntira na Nipo the president I can ninja into a Jimmy Besosoana. These are the questions we keep asking every day. Mete say Baumia no. It is only in Ghana and I'm a TBBF second lady. There's nothing like second lady. Vice president's wife. I don't know why a woman is our position, no, the second lady of Ghana. There's nothing like second lady. The vice president's wife who went to Gimpa. Metisoka se ni kunu ye economic waste kid or ye economic patapa say or ye economic waste kid. And mama sa slave queens way that at a point, so-called intellectuals and the per se uses some kind of language for them to look or to please them. No, they were cheering Samira because Samira was saying, "We see you. Today, those people who are as dumb as rocks, they want us to use language that will please them. They say, school, use some kind of language that will convince us to vote against the government. Jimmy, you don't know you have to vote against the government. You want me to use nice words for you to vote against the government. And you turn around to say you are an intellectual. You are a foolish intellectual. Because these were the same intellectuals sitting on TV and radio saying Samira Bawumia is on stage and hear the things she's saying. They never verified anything that this slave queen said. Nene makeup. You bet to me, I consist on Dubai, Eddie Ababa share Osu orphanage for. So these were the people we were listening to. We see you incompetence. We see you. Men who can say, time no joy, you not bear been a to draw manage. She has never gone through shit before. She has never worked and taxes been deducted from her salary. Onye bida on tiasie. Ain't no Gina stage. We see you. Enyam Bema Kentinka. Oma Betri se Kwekwa 9 net 2. Jimmy no. And no Gina stage so. And no more no on. And this slave queen, so much makeup like an Egyptian doll, standing there just spewing nonsense, and the so-called intellectuals were cheering her on because politics has turned intellectuals to fools. Today, you want people like us to come sit here and do what? Use language that will what? Massage your balls. We don't have time. No intellectual in Ghana today will sit and say, we need to craft our language in such a way that it will please them or the president for things to change. Then you are not ready to be that intellectual we are expecting to come make some statement to change the system. And then the dollar is at almost $8, $1. We are going to get to 1:10. We are going to get there. And there $1 will be 10 Ghana cedis. We are going to get there. And you do one. Are you people going to do rebasing again? Are you people going to do redenomination again? And we are very close to that. In the next 2-3 months, we will get to $1, 10 Ghana. It is going to get there. And I don't know, who are you going to blame? We see you, Anna. Where's the video? Mame bonchiramo. Na embe market teachie for oma betri jina ho. Enya je. Adentia yenya slave queen free game pa. Draws okra na ontumi nto no ane draws. Enka say ma ye adwuma e yisika to me draws. Eye politicians bi na me di omo chinti ama me platform. Inti e from Samira, inti ye nyina abadare agimi for. People who are not worked to support the economy in any way were standing on platforms just misbehaving and lying instead of your so-called intellectuals sitting back to analyze and say, hey, where you are heading, the things you are saying, do you have anything to back it, or you are just here to exhibit the highest form of ignorance by a slave queen? These were questions we were expecting the so-called intellectuals to be posing. And then we hear respect. From who? Who do you need that respect from? Because I don't have that respect to give to anybody. We see you.
NDC flag, President Mama Posta, NDC or more branding gun and you know, the branding. In the youth of this country, we are saying to the NDC that we see you all right. You want us to see you? We see you, but we see incompetence. We see you, but we see corruption. We see you, but we see mismanagement. We see you, but we see bad governance. We see you, but we want change. We
Yes, this was when Omujina so say Yentuma Baumia. Well, you see, Jimmy, yeah, they have no fact. Tribal politics. So today, what is this slave queen, this pancake face, this makeup artist going to tell Ghanaians? And people are sitting in Ghana saying, these are people who can change our economy. As we sit in Ghana today, we have our finance minister, the deputy finance minister, John Kuma. Go and read John Kuma's resume. And where we are today, you think John Kuma has some ideas be able to change Ghana's economy. We are foolish. The leadership is a waste of time. If John Kuma is your deputy finance minister, na kela nankasa tell nankasa oforia tana ne nimse ya buru ne nimu no onu ankasa no, he is a liar when it comes to economics. So where are we heading? And these are things we keep saying. Say we should stop being comedians. We should stop listening to ignorant people who are hungry. Some slaves from some places come into this country and they just come to misbehave. And we entertain them because our ignorance, always leading us. I won't spend time on a makeup artist. It's a waste of time. Now see this. I'm reminding you of so many things. There's another reminder. CD4, 10 to $1, a possible scenario. Otabil. This was said in 2014. Who was president? John Dramani Mahama. Mensa Otabil say he predicted that the city will fall to the point to be $1 to 1 Ghana cedis. $1 will be equal to 10 Ghana cedis. Or started as a motivational speaker. On the name one, they say senior pastor. And on name Ketengetian obey a general overseer. And also the Ogboro. Mensa Otabil. For some time now, I've not heard him speak. He is not speaking active politics now. I know bit maybe also Kevin the Ompe Mensa Otabil. No, when you chairman, we penny ba on kind of cre. And meant to be man, I wanted to allow Mensa Otabil to use Sadia na what or say sorry to intimidate me. Never. So Mensa Otabil Uncle American called the jail. Moi, Sebio religion as say my unity, the American mountain me by church movie Mensa Otabil. And a Kropapian woman called the jail. Mensa Otabil stole from the taxpayer. Mensa Otabil banking fraud na capital bank is on the board chair. Anka Kropapa Anka Otabil should be rotting in jail for the rest of his life. And so as we speak, the so-called intellectuals every Sunday they'll pick Bible, they'll buy fuel and put in their cars, they'll drive their kids, their wives, their husband, all the way to Mensa Otabil's house, church. They will take money and give to her, all because the book Mensa Otabil is reading, when they read it at home, they wouldn't understand. But yet, at a point, Mensa Otabil was commenting on every single thing that happened in Ghana. He was doing politics. And then the Bamkache Ghana for say, don't let anybody tell you politics is bad. Unless they say, when Mensa Otabil in 2014 was speaking about Ghana's economy, how some people are not intelligent, it is not a problem. It is intellectual. It is Mensa Otabil kasana not all yet politics because not a person are buying by power. Where is Mensa Otabil today? So Nyanko Pepe, the biggest hypocrite in Ghana, to curse. It was Mensa Otabil. What is stopping him from today commenting on how the city is moving, how the dollar is suppressing the city? What is stopping Mensa Otabil from commenting on Ghana's politics like the way he used to do? He's a liar. Mensa Otabil is being protected by this government. They know clearly. So Mensa Otabil has committed a crime. Why? Because if you are prosecuting somebody on the board of a capital bank, Mensa Otabil is the chairman and he needs to be prosecuted. Let us say, so these 2 people or 3 people being prosecuted today, they are all members of the board. So how do you bypass the chairman whose signature is the ultimate signature to go and prosecute the lower people on the board. How do you do that? How do you get to that conclusion? How do you get to that conclusion? Yapa board chairman as we speak, they are not connected to the Jubilee House. Until they need to be prosecuted. Mensa Otabil needs to be prosecuted. He needs to face trial. He has committed crime. And if Mensa Otabil was my father, it's a disgrace to Christianity. Into sorry, no Mensa Otabil, sorry them, and he's a man of God. He is not. He is a businessman. Do you know the properties Mensa Otabil owns in Ghana? Do you know? Do you know how much money he's making from this church business? I don't care. That is his life. That is between him and his God. But what I am talking about now is when the government came in and said they were going to clean the banking sector. I'm pointing out Capital Bank, the chairman of the bank, of the board, needs to be tried. He needs to face prosecution. You cannot bypass the chairman and go prosecute a lower person. What are you telling me? Even the director or the manager, before a signature is sanctioned at Capital Bank, Mensa Otabil will need to append his signature. And you want to tell me all this monies that is gone? Mensa Otabil of ICGC does not have an idea. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you crazy? Are you serious? So as we speak, nobody is talking about Mensa Otabil. Every time you hear people on TV, government officials speaking about banking cleanup, we will prosecute people. Let's go after this person. But nobody has said anything about the board chair of Capital Bank. Why? Because it is the board that takes the final decision. It is the board chairman who signs before any money leaves the bank or comes into the bank. So why are we not interrogating? He was not even called to be interrogated. You see how the system is working in Ghana? The system is only applied to those who don't have people to speak for them. So you don't expect me to come sit here and say because he's a man of God. If you're a man of God, I'm not a man of goats. I am a man of God too. We were all created in God's image. You cannot skip Mensa Otabil and criticize somebody else. If you are a congregant, if you are a church member, Oko ICGC, now and then you are in church, you are on TV, you are somewhere criticizing somebody else, you are basically evil than the person you are criticizing because you have some crazy shit on your legs. Sunday be out in him. If you are not able to do that, then all of you at the ICGC for Nambohono, you are candidates for hell. You know that? Because you all know that your leader has committed a crime. Inti more ICGC munyina. Sunday be amoswa musika koma Mensa Otabil. And I know for sure the way I'm to me the iPad, tablet, and to me quotation, so you all know your left from your right. So it means, and I'm going to conclude here, say every single member of ICG is a candidate for hell because you know the truth and you are acting as if you've not seen it. So I will not take anyone. All ICG members are candidates for hell. None of you will make it. It does not matter the prayers. It does not matter the contribution, your tithe. God says when you see the truth, say it, and that truth will set you free. You are all under bondage. ICGC members, each one of you. That Bank of Ghana, the woman who was in charge of this banking sector cleanup investigations, her husband is one of Mensa Otabil's senior pastors who handles some of his churches in Accra. If that woman investigates Mensa Otabil and Mensa Otabil is sent into jail, Mensa Otabil's empire will collapse. That woman's husband will not get a job. Christians, some of you are dangerous people. You are demons. You are devils. God will not have mercy, especially on so-called Christians. God, he might have mercy on some people, on some other religious people, other people who believe in other things. But when it comes to Christians, you are the most ungrateful, hypocritical creatures God has ever created. And you people, the way God will be strict in judging you people, you'll be shocked. If there's a God who will take time to do this, none of you will enter heaven. You are all candidates for hell. Let's move forward. Now, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has made some statements. And these statements are very important. Akufo-Addo said what? I'm going to read this. I say, world against coups without action will achieve nothing. Words against coup without action will achieve nothing. Akufo-Addo. It is looking like Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is more interested in coup statements than addressing our economic needs. It looks like Akufo-Addo or decided to become one. Remember, recently he was in Dubai and he planned something at the Supreme Court. News I didn't know and was Supreme Court at the bonnet when it comes to this Joe Wise issue. No, oh, so that same day he came out and then he did what? He had the press conference. The president does not respect you people. Jimmy, he only decides things he wants to talk about. Why did he have a press conference from Dubai? Because opposite or confirm opposite or establish it, opposite or man who said the Supreme Court he supports it and that he is actually putting the ice on the cake. Because what happened in Ghana, nobody expected Akufo-Addo to be speaking from Dubai on that issue. Why? Because Watina Ghana have a serious, more crazier things have happened. This Lilliput never spoke on them. Why do you think all the way in Dubai, quickly, he will organize a press conference and sit on a pillow? Do you know? Why do you think he will organize a press conference, sit on a pillow, and then tell Ghanaians that that decision that the Supreme Court took is the best decision so far? Why do you think your president will sit on the pillow, organize a press conference, and just play on the conscience of the people, make people think that they are stupid? Mr. S, get me that picture. Sana oti Dubai, all your press conference, ni nyina na oye dede no. Sana Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo oti sunia so. Akwebi adwa. Oso na wedi o kan ye den. Hey, mayenka. Debi 17 de kan na ye the record ato. Nana Akufo-Addo na oso menka. Ono ba ka just say atem no kra on ti da an. Sana oti Dubai na all your press conference no. Sana press conference na all ye no. Where it dey? Sa press conference na Akufo-Addo no not sunia so, because akonya na team no akonya no yanhwe ne ya I get Mr. S. Now Akufo-Addo answer na beko ways ma menchire on the press conference no mo menchire mo not pillows or titunia so na okotena konwuma na nine ka for mo president we pa. Get me that picture and let me show Ghanaians. Let me show Ghanaians. And some of can cool no asem. And then we have serious things. But me me can Ghana. Me can't say be there Ghana for ya. Okwa brocho otisunia so Lilliput sits on the pillow before he can have that posture to speak about Ghana. Enti nipa say no, ya man sunia international ya man e ready batch and share the tour. He cannot do anything. This is your president. And then autism. He's sitting on the pillow. I'm a baller bed, I'm a president. See, he sits on a pillow so that he can have that beam to speak about Ghana. Wait, you pillow now. What's why you say? Why you know? He sits on a pillow. This guy sits on a pillow. How can somebody who sits on a pillow make decisions for me? Or the pillow, so that man, a man height kakra. Lilliput way. Or Kevin, you don't respect. Share. Respect never pen in there. Where are you expecting the respect from? Open respect for Ghana. I am not disrespecting anybody. I am showing what is in the picture. Your president, he has refused to speak on serious matters in Ghana. But when the Supreme Court does his bidding, he is quick to organize press conference from Dubai. Now, even during the press conference, he had to sit on the pillow to address us. That's the tone come from Akufo-Addo and Gaswana. Why is a double? Need to borim. Adum borim. Yame. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Netu borim. Neto. E borim sa double. Why is a koko as a double no? Aye. Why ko pegela the tubo from da? Girls no tubo from no from double. Yeah. You're from Utwinka or buy a double. But oh, so to move girl, be a nice girl, but the two of them. I for the Dabby. Hello, Dabby. Hello, baby Dabby. Yes, because I got a Dabby will be. So hello, Dabby. Yes, yes, I will two of them. I my president in the two for bo. Ne to borim. I need to borim. I do borim. I lele put way. Me say, we man go kwatia. On the girls bi wa na mo to form. I bu ana to bo form kakra say VW no. I. Osa girls mo bu ade pa. E ma mo to bo form. O mo respect ni pa say. O timi say, girl we there. O nice pa ba na to form. I said that kuku I said double and I say VW no. O mo bu ade pa. O mo ye nipa bi o mo respect it. Bound to make us so girl with your double a statement to be a any sort catch nipa. But but you need to give that girl a nickname to baby DB on Tiasia because when you say or done out there say baby DB into baby and to work for no obi and the two boy bro I it is a good for to say the two boy almost a moment to buff from no yam in fast. And Jibiano Manium, almost on Tafo, Atama for I to for mine. Almost to say VW, 5.3 dB, engine capacity, almost to for I. Debbie. All right, let's move forward. Inti, my mention when the story room. Abduborium, Nituborium, in your Grove Antofonian, Utuborium, was in your Mituborium. Now, Yenzi Como, we go, Kevin Taylor, I mentioned, quay. You have more breaking news. I was on share. Coco, piece FM. Coco. I, my mentor, David. Intego father say. Ego father say words against coup without action will achieve nothing. Now, me read this story. No, here see because story. Must say, President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo has stressed that coup d'etat cannot be durable solution to the social, political, economic, and security challenges in Africa. Bro, for the obwa, in a borrowed accent, of course, we'll say he has therefore charged leaders on the continent to unite in a resolve that will send that message clearly to coup plotters. Speaking at the opening of a forum on coups in Africa on Wednesday, March 15th, 2022, President Akufo-Addo, who doubles as chair of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of the Economic Community of West African States, that's ECOWAS, said African leaders take, and I quote, bold actions, among others, in dealing with the menace. I keep quote again. Our unity and resolve should send a clear message to coup plotters that coup have never been and will never be durable solution to Africa's political and economic and security challenges. Statements condemning coup alone without corresponding action will, however, achieve little or nothing, as witnessed in recent times. This problem requires collective agreements, effective deterrence, bold action, and equally important, adequate preventive measures. The Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo bro for Kenya metobo form metubo wim adum wim bro for adum wim e Kenya na say yentumi for ya no keke enkasema ku nsi wa Africa e was say take action se ne be ya omo madwiri so be ku no omo be hu se yeni abre one hwan na take action omo awugina omo nim ni omo kasa nyina ku no omo de ba power omo to nyina woni omo di nkomo nyina nkokoro ma be wo ECOWAS ni den nyina. You people are all candidates for coup because of your actions. You see, why is it say Uko Europe, over America, Uko the Asia, nobody talks about coup? Because those in Europe, those in America, their leaders are respecting them. The leaders are taking their taxes and working with the taxes to benefit them. Their leaders are reading their State of the Nation. Their leaders are not thieves. They are not imposters. They are not fake lawyers. The people respect their leaders. Their leaders are not treating them like slaves in their own home. Their leaders are providing jobs. Their leaders are not living some lavish lifestyle. Their leaders are not disrespecting the Constitution. So they don't even think about coups. But when it comes to you, Lilliput, and your Adum Boyum, and your so-called Buharis and the rest, what you people do is the same Constitution that you were begging that they should give you the opportunity to serve. You turn around and use the Constitution to kill the people. That is why in Ghana today, coup is what we call something definite. That is why today in Ghana and around sub-Saharan Africa, you see a lot of coup. People don't love coup, but the actions of the government make people decide to effect that coup. When the president does not respect when the president kills and does not speak on it, when the president forces himself to win an election, when the economy is bad and the president lies about it, when the people are not getting the jobs, when you overspend, when you overpromise, when at the end of the day you fill your government with your criminal family members, it makes the citizens feel that they have that right to take power from you, because the same constitution also tells them that when they give you the power and you misuse the power, you abuse the power, they can also use the same constitution to take that power away from you constitutionally. Into you making noise about coup, you were supposed to tell your colleagues sitting there that we need to change our attitude towards our citizens. And that is what a wise man would say. By you telling them that we should not just do lip service and that we need to take action. Action against who? You are taking action against your citizens because citizens effect coup. Military, they are citizens. Military are not crazy. Burkina Faso, Guinea and all those places, those people were citizens. They have their families in the system. They leave the barracks and join their extended families. They know the level of disrespect, corruption, and the level of murdering people using power to intimidate their own people. So I was expecting Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo Adum Orim to say that we, the leaders, need to check ourselves and the way we handle power. Because if we fail to handle the power, show respect, abide by the constitution, not to force ourselves on the people through killings to win elections, then coup is inevitable. So these kind of statements, these kind of jokes from these leaders, especially in the sub-Saharan region, it's a joke to the point whereby when you listen to them, they sound like some broken record. They have no intelligence because they know the crime they are in. They know the problems they are causing. They just want to blame we, the citizens. Why should any citizen go out there and say, I want to topple a government? Why should any soldier say, I want to join my friends to topple a government? They wouldn't do it if things are done in the right way. Even if they try, the citizenry will attack them and say, no, our government is doing what we want and you cannot throw it away or put a government in a state where we will all be vulnerable. That is why when you go to Europe, you go to America, nobody has ever raised that issue of coup, because when they go to work, they are paid. When they are asked to pay their taxes, they paid because they know it will be put to good use. What about us? What about the promises? What about the things they tell us? What about the president hiring a jet? What about you intimidating the people through the military, through the security like the police, the national security, criminal boys? These are all components. These are things that come together. And Nana Atubiga was telling you people that there are things that come together to form a force, and that force will call coup. Stop those things by working with the people, respecting the people, providing their needs. Coup does not start in a day. It's a process. The way rigging an election does not start in a day. The way Jane Mensah progressively and slowly rigged the election 2020 to make you Leleput Adum Orim president, the same way coup, when it's about to happen, you will see that a young Ghanaian who speaks about how he feels and how the system is being treating the people, when a young Ghanaian who is a freedom fighter is locked up and the Attorney General deliberately decide to lock that person up, knowing they don't have a case, it calls for coup. When the president sees the military shoot civilians in the back, refuse to speak on it, it's another angle, a component for coup. When the president in the country knows that corruption level has crossed that level that we were screaming against, today the disrespect, the impunity, and the president refuses to speak on it, it is another component of coup. When we live in a country where no jobs are created, when we see president, his executives living lives, flying private jets to go bring an MP to come and foolishly vote and refuses to vote, that is a recipe for coup. So these things come together to form coup. Coup does not start in a day. Coup starts slowly. They build. They are components. They join from different angles. So, Mr. President, stop being foolish. Come home and address your people, show respect, and let them understand that the Constitution is the above law. The Constitution is what we are serving. You cannot force the Constitution on us. You cannot intimidate the Supreme Court. You cannot connive with the judiciary and disrespect the Constitution. When you do that, coup is inevitable. So stop the grammar, stop the concert, stop the comedy, stop the charading, and stop the fancy 8-piece suit you are wearing. You are not taller than anybody. Come back and sit your ass down and listen to wisdom and start leading, because as we speak, You are not a leader. You are a comedian. You are a junkie who thinks that what you want is what is supposed to happen. We all live under a book we call the Constitution. We need to abide by it. We need to respect it. We cannot see you a short man and respect you. It is the Constitution that is making us respect a short man like you. If it wasn't the Constitution, you would not have any place to be the president of the republic. Nobody will want a president who sits on a pillow. But the Constitution says, as far as this person, we all have come together, even though he stole the election, we call him the president. We should accord you that respect. So come back home. Bring your filthy ass here and then speak to us as a wise man and stop this jamboree, this Soroku concert you are doing out there, letting people think everything back home is better. Outside gentility, home cry. So one day, you go there like the way Kwame Nkrumah left and you come back as a normal human being without any protection. How are you going to live? One day, you leave, you wave us. You are the first president when you're traveling, we don't see. One day you will travel without telling us, you come back and there will be a new president because of your actions. Listen to wisdom. You have left your brains behind, ego, your anger, your pettiness, that thing of I am short, so everybody should look down upon me. That thing of my father used to be a 2-day prime minister, so you people need to accord me that. No. So leadership skills, your respect, your humbleness will make the people meet you halfway. Do you have all these things? Your qualities are shit. You have nothing. You are not humble. You don't respect. You are arrogant. Your ego. You are always using shortcuts, cutways, illegal means to make people think you are powerful. You are the most weakest president we have ever seen because nobody respects you. Your actions will call for coup. Coup is inevitable. Let's move forward. Now see this. United in ye. Where Sanam on your Manchester. Yeah, won't get him. I had your Beyonce and Yanipa Kakansim. So, fair-minded citizens who spoke up during Mahama's regime must speak up now. Franklin Cudjoe, boss of Imani. Now, Franklin Cudjoe said, Sebio Oma na Mahama was no omo kasa. Enyansafwe. Mowahe. Why are they all not speaking today? The founding president and chief executive officer of the Imani Center for Policy and Education, Mr. Franklin Cudjoe, has urged Ghanaians who criticize the erstwhile Mahama administration to call on the current Akufo-Addo regime to address the increment in fuel prices. In a Facebook post Monday, the policy experts lamented the recent rise in fuel prices across the country. Franklin Cudjoe is a citizen too. Franklin Cudjoe was once on the FX committee. Now, what on FX committee? No, FX committee ni committee be a yeti ya. Ya ka say omo no munim nyansa pa. Time a dollar no started say yeah stronger no. Me anga be best friend Papa ebon pa ma see need to rise no. Franklin Cudjoe was one of the members sir. Yeah, two in from say omo no munim de. They are the most intelligent people. Omo form adwinbom dollar no de see the be mene ni sisia. Me no net here. And yeah, 8. Now, what is so interesting about Franklin Cudjoe statement, we know, and I say, Franklin Cudjoe has been making this statement for some time now. And to be very honest with you, I'm going to be very honest with him. He's trying his best. But what is stopping Imani officially from coming out in a press conference to tell this government this? You don't have to be hiding on Facebook and Twitter to be saying these things. Or now you people know the difference between a tyranny and a democratic governance. Because if you're not able to do that, if Imani, with all the clouds, Imani, with all the credibility around the world, cannot today have a press conference and invite Bloomberg, invite the BBC, invite Al Jazeera, invite all the national networks to come and cover, to address the government, address the president, then what you are doing, I would say, is basically you are just licking the butt of the president. Because if you really want your statement to be effective, use Imani. You are the leader. Kofi Bento was part of Let My Vote Count. Your deputy Kofi Bento, who today working in Ghana and speaking like a madman, he was part of the demonstration. What is stopping Kofi Bento from organizing a demonstration, getting on the street, letting the president know their grievances? What is stopping Kofi Bento now? Kofi Bento, when Mahama was president, being part of Imani, said clearly that it is his right to get on the street, to demonstrate. What is happening to your deputy Kofi Bento and yourself from getting on the street, telling the so-called Ghanaians who think about Ghana to join you? Or you are scared today to tell Ghanaians that under Mahama, you experience what we call democracy. But you're scared to say today that under this Lilliput, what you are experiencing is a tyranny. You people should stop hiding behind social media. You people should stop hiding behind some bloggers. Come out officially, because we saw all of you. We saw how you people were all out. We saw how you people were very, very vocal. How you people were speaking every single day about why we need a demonstration in Ghana. Why it is your right to demonstrate. Why is everybody now hiding behind some kind of platform to text? We don't need texts now. What is text going to do? Hit the streets. Hit the street and see if we are in a democracy or we are under a tyranny or we are under a president who can kill. Step on the streets. I'm trying to find a Kofi Bento video for you to watch. Yes, this is it. See, Kofi Bento. Imani, deputy.
I think it just shows that the call was right. Okay, and the course that we are pursuing is right. It resonates with people, all right? What we are saying is that come out here, let your voice be heard, all right? Let the government know that Domso is killing you. You feel it. It's affecting you in many different ways, and they must get up and do something good about it. We are happy to see the turnout. I think it just shows that the call was right. Okay, and the course that we are pursuing is right. It resonates with people, all right? What we are saying is that come out here, let your voice be heard, all right? Let the government know that Domso is killing you. You feel it. It's affecting you in many different ways, and they must get up and do something good about it. We are happy to see the turnout. I think it just shows that the call was right. Okay, and the course that we are pursuing is right. It resonates with people, all right? What we are saying is that come out here, let your voice be heard, all right? Let the government know that Domso is killing you. You feel it. It's affecting you in many different ways, and they must get up and do something good about it. We are happy to see the turnout.
Yes, the call was right. It is their right to get on the street and demonstrate. So if I were you, Franklin, I will call Kofi Bento and say, let us use our influence to get people on the streets, to let the president know. Send a petition. Don't hide behind Facebook. You are my very good friend. We have seen so many of you guys doing that. What has changed? What has changed today? Oliver is in jail now. He's done nothing. If you ask me, you people have all refused to get on the street to demonstrate. Has anything changed? You people were on TV every single time when Mahama was in power. Every single Saturday, Sundays, Fridays, you were granting interviews. What is stopping you people from getting out today to organize people to get on the streets? Or we're not living under a democracy again? These are things we kept saying until we all come out and speak the truth, become honest. We would never get anywhere. What is stopping all of you guys? I respect you very much, but I think that you people are hypocrites. We saw how you people were praising Akufo-Addo when he came to power. When you people knew that things were not right, you are the economic experts. I have not been to any economic school. I don't have any expertise in economics. All that I know is I also analyze the figures like any ordinary Ghanaian. Yokoto idea saying, and the Eton is saying, Endra Eton is saying, that is how our economics is. We were told that fuel was too expensive. We were told that foodstuff were too expensive. So we should change the government. You people all helped. You people had series of press conferences. A mad dog like Isankuma, where is that fool? I saw some article, some publication. Today, he's not working like a bull. He's working like a dove. You see such foolish people. Isankuma has no credibility. He's a thief. Number one, for Sikashi and Sankuma. And we sit in a country, some fools Lord degree they have to build their way through and intimidate people, steal from people. And all these fools are still working in Ghana. We are Christians. We belong to this group. And I'm not talking about Franklin Kudu. I'm talking about some of these people. A fool like Esankuma, very foolish. Today, his wife is working in an institution that John Mahama put together. This foolish Esankuma today is sitting in Ghana. He's quiet. And we follow these people around. Okasan is sitting Jimmy. And then we sat there for these fake lawyers. These people, they cannot win a case even in Togo. They sit in Ghana and they become a borough. What they do is they pay their way through in the courts. They use money. They charge clients. Give me this money, your case will go through. That is their hallmark. Majority of these lawyers in Ghana, some have been called to the Supreme Court. Some have been called to the Appeals Court. They became popular because they took extra money from their clients and gave to judges and said, your case, you will win. So after that, they will call the media and come and organize press conference. They are always in the news. This guy is smart. This guy is smart. Basically, they pay their way to win cases. And we know their own friends tell us. So these are not extraordinary human beings who have some credibility that we will sit here and say these people are smart. They are criminals. Criminals who have some cassocks and black clothing and something wearing. They're liars. Why is halitosis Samson Ayenini? Where is he today? I told you people, that guy is the most fake lawyer in Ghana. Somebody who appears on TV once a week, discuss what we have discussed, and then Ghana Journalists Association is the best journalist. You people are mad. You are crazy. You don't know what you want. You don't know. That is why people disrespect the media in Ghana. He says he went to some law school, and that every Saturday he comes on TV for like 3 hours, and then he is adjudged the best journalist. How foolish can we be? Guy, what is he saying today about his own MP? They have promised to make him an MP in hometown. A halitosis fool like that sits on TV and makes it look like he's doing something extraordinary nobody has done before. Samson Ayenini, what does he know? Such people all want to be judges in Ghana. Such mouth-smelling, stinking, odd-mouth guys all want to be lawyers in Ghana, judges in Ghana. So this there. When we're telling judges to declare their assets, Samson Ayenini was representing these judges who had gone against the Constitution. The Chief Justice had not declared his asset over 10 years. Jane Mensah went to Sraj. They asked her, can you tell us, show us your bank account so that we will know how much you have before we put in the system? She said she never had a bank account. Still, they made her work. How foolish can we be? We don't have a system. So we keep encouraging, protecting, giving criminals some titles, giving them room to misinform. We are not going to spare anybody again. We have seen better lawyers, better law firms. They humble themselves. Come to the United States of America. There are some very intelligent lawyers, well-accredited lawyers. They don't even speak. They join buses with people. They are on their bikes, motorbikes, bicycles. They are in the parks with everybody. They always understand they work for the people. These co-minini criminal lawyers in Ghana, they want to act as if they have all the knowledge. Let an issue come today. They will all have different interpretations to English language, the Constitution. It shows how ignorant, shallow-minded majority of these people calling themselves lawyers in Ghana are. You can just write something like, the Constitution says don't do this. The Constitution says do not jaywalk, or the Constitution says do not enter women's bathroom. That little statement, it will take them 8 years to interpret. Every fool will come on TV. Oh, we have lawyer Kwame Nasmisi here. He's going to interpret that part. It's written in black and white. But these comedians, these people who pay their way through every nonsense will come and give it a different narrative, like everybody is a fool. And that is what we are experiencing at the Supreme Court today. Things that have been written clearly. Parliament has its own rules. They need to preside on it. A whole Supreme Court misinterprets the law. Later turn around to put a caveat there to say, yes, at the end of the day, we can say this, but Parliament itself has the right to decide how to use it. So at the end of the day, it was 90. If you say this and turn around and say, yes, but Parliament can do this themselves, then what we came to do there in Supreme Court is a waste of everybody's time. And that is how we are manipulating, tweaking. We are always trying everything possible to intimidate, twist the Constitution to favor some fools. You cannot come to America and say you have picked the Constitution and the Supreme Court misinterprets the Constitution, and that the next day some idiot will sit on TV and say, I know the law. I am Samson Ayedeni, Saturday I'll bring Kokubaku, who has never shown a document on TV for everyone to see, never handed over a document. He is the only person who carries his toilet paper with him. He never gives anybody any document. But shockingly, everybody believes him. Why? Because we have been prepared. Our minds have been washed to the point whereby when you appear so much on the media, on TV, on radio, you are intelligent. So you see a clown, an obese, lazy, big ass man like Benefson sit and speak from his ass. How many people buy his paper? He's irrelevant. What does he do? Is he a reporter or is he a pollster? He doesn't know where he belongs. What does he have to do? Feed me and let me come and fool for Bawumia. That is where we are today. Egbert Fable, all those boys we were mentioning before, screaming on TV, making it look like they think about you. Today, everybody has an appointment. A thief like Paul Adomotri today is at the Ghana airport. Kwame Sefaka, another criminal, he's on a board. All these people were cooked, and we have to come to that realization. Say, yeah, must say Jimmy for we because we allow this to happen to us. Who are the people checking the system? Nobody's checking Ghana's system. That is why a president can tell Ghanaians, indefinitely, I will not put out or come give you the state of the nation. The biggest disrespect to the constitution of the land. And nobody has a problem. Kufuor is sitting at home, quiet. Why? He is sitting there for Alan Cash to come. Send a bear Santifor there. Yes, you be dear. Uhinim sa palatable. Oh, you dear, Mom Jimmy. Oh, dear, any people for the until dear, Mom Jimmy. When they go and Alan Cash come, we will do. They will destroy before Alan Cash comes. So Kufuor has become an alligator. Wadani mampam nasunti nenihu. It's normal. Mom saying pipanko. Ye viane muni papa ni abebube. Ebente yina etio. Ebe yina yesiete. We will not allow anybody to use their age, their gray hair, where they come from, the name, the sum of their name, and the whatever CV they hold, intimidate anybody. We will assess you fairly, squarely. We will know, say, if you are in to help this country or you are a selfish old man. Last, we catch it Kufuor. Me say, ten. Akwana opiano, bedwani jaw. Umengeti bebi atwo. Sa moto na oto say, no. Akwa echira 35 seconds na battery na hye. Ubeke bebi obefa. Ten that here airport na that you. No plane is leaving. Ni abehwe do ni mirika ko. Ya behwe ohina obeso na konwa. Ya behwe ohima obebo ni yam yamfita. Ode yamfita ebo ni. Ya behwe asofo a ombe wuro mo ketin seguo ahye eye exercise. Ya betse from ha. So Biancasa, a git ten. Let's move forward. We got Kevin Mwadi, Koka Papa no baby. Now see this. And there are serious stuff to talk about. Where me the proper queen. Yeah, the proper queen. And I'm saying for post nyama bebre and Sarkodia said the Indian fuel prices are high. Ufra Brucheba Ghana, he is going to do only. Okay, he's going to you are not serious. So Metisenko for Sarkodia Sarkodia says when it comes to Ghana, it's only going to be zoom away. It's about them. Sarkodia is a tribal bigot. In fact, let me take this off. Sarkodia is not somebody people should pay attention to again. The carrier, Sarkodia, the carrier, no, it is gone. Sarkodia is a tribal bigot. Oh, you move on him, Yansa. They say the talent na ira. They say the only talent be a obetum dia tonum. Obetum de the feelings atonum actually Ghana for the Kufuor dia kromfo. Kufuor rent jet PDS buy ya body pa 92 onim de obeka $5 no ho ochi Say Jimmy Fo na my system ni mo. Sa akode. Sa ma kasa asem we akiro. Say Jimmy Fo we bebre wo system nim Jimmy Fo we bebre tonight there. I fed you say the Oba Ghana he is going to have only Zoom calls and no go ochi. Now my rap ese Kufuor nyanse ni che Bahama no. And the samasa same rap ne. Akania boa atese me a. Akania boa atese me a. Mo just see the nyanse chen bibia wo wiase. Ono nam Ghana wa obodwe se de ohwiehwie ponchi baby ewo Uzbekistan. Kikan kwasi asem. Why don't you sing? Why don't you bring some sound out? Why don't you put your feelings on record? Ochi lele put obu or trifa. You cannot speak about it. Today you are writing in parables. What are you but down for? Come and speak. Me say nobody is going to be spared. You are one of the people who misled the youth. Oba Kumasi ne yehu Eric, may he so rest in peace. On the kofa abaye. Oh now futro. I see a two Uzbekistan ya doba Ghana. Futro. Yani ebefa odoba Kumasi DJ Slim Ecstasy. Any adoba poolside okay and west. Whoa. Yadi esafa ho kura say biye. And why wa pantan say a year original say speak. Stop speaking in parables. You are the kind of people mama youth in ebre and foolish ones like you sakodie. Mona mama youth in ebre. Because tribalism a demonim. There be a cigar no anyway you win on wine. Ukuta wine glass you said okuta kuram kurasini. Come and speak. Release a song. Oh bull way. What you say Jimmy Yegua? What you say Jimmy Yegua? Mama tribe did demonim into carry a crown and to me koso. Mo carry nyina asay adentra because want to win makumem enye diamoye. You spoke the last time, speak today. Idiots. I mean, such people, when I see them, I get pissed off. Yes. What is up, Puma? And then the old church on Instagram. First, one church be on Instagram. O call studio. Uni list bet mama or list of free. Come out with a song. And sometimes I know Obi say, Obi time tribe. No. Me see every part Ghana baby everybody's tribalistic. Yes. Say a two we are. Every single tribe, they leave everything and then they all want to help make us build this nation. That's how it is. Yeah, two we are inclined for, they leave it behind. They start to move forward. How are we going to build? Yeah, two we are a young fancy for, they leave it behind. How are we going? Yeah, two we are slim for elect behind. Two I want for the only people that we are moving to for. Every single day, we be a politics. Be percent you pe be seen change pe be beshem and the MPP and your primaries come to me here because ye nipa bia de bia ye nipa asante for Nicaragua for me ya kani onya kani cheme or Jimmy Freeman na me come am ye ni asante for ye Ghana problem sometimes I na am for peje o ma beti ma me ka bibi ncha asante man e bia na ya adwene nko ho se Ghana for motia santeman eye o madwene se ye beto aba obi e kodi kroma beto aba asanteman muni numbers. I'm being honest. Debiano people say Ashanti region numbers no the reason their numbers no Ashanti region enya santefo ne sustain asanteman buko be so tumfo be ka kire mo eni nti tumfo or respect the Gomba hene or respect Mosifo hene or respect a ye north hene bia wa santememu. They built, they are the spine of Asanteman. Say obia na adwene say adiachi ye kɔ ekruma Ashanti is nothing. But out of respect, you know, me sama Asanteman respect because they have accepted everybody to live with them. But that level na edum prebia na ye pese sa favor na ye nkofo ye pese dani omu slaves. That is my problem. Ye de bia eduane ye di krampo ye yimu. Eh we de fufu be ni. And choba we they say choba de na benye eduane papa bena. Just say ye ti kronom ye life nyina e basa because we cannot think straight. Upperman the election in see na slim phone kwara na moma no mamu tengana ye besi host aba mom nyina nka omukrom koto aba ma wona fo no mote eye asantemam nyina so omko oma wona krom koto aba me say ebeka kakra bi and people will never come to power. But out of love some people feel say aha ene ete Let us vote here. Until you see people so much Jimmy. And I'm not saying say Asantefo, I'm saying some of us. Maybe now for Asantefo. And a fool like Sarko there is a typical example of people who bring the development of this nation back. The influence they carried in 2015, 14, 15, and no they are bedru hande. And Kwasiadi seeing now from 2016 to 2020, Sarko they could never pinpoint, come out emphatically to condemn, or the regime or your sarcastic statement, and on Facebook, or free, come out today. You see your career is dead. Young boys, then don't pull crowd. You can't pull. The only man saying, hey, I'm going to do a video. Who cares? You are pleasing your boss. You are a trouble fool. Come out. You do Zoom calls. Now, what him? Enti I'm telling me two ya ma santimai me nyini wa santimemu me nyini wo boase. Nobody can intimidate me na santimemu. Otumfo na na me ono pema sam so me feeling nana. E de na wo ye don patro be. Me say otumfo say tutu ni nana me. Nana say wa wonim mane situm na so me feel you. Nana feel me underground. Me so me feeling nana underground. Wo don patro de na wo kan. Twon ho ne nkasa. Awa weja yabeka ai nana no otumfo say tutu King one. Nana me bagana dia ne me ba himfie. Okay, thank you very much. Now yanko enim. Now you see this. Uku apema, apemba is the motto. Yefa ko twa lotto. Apem opo akra. Uku apem no ne edua apem foforo. Ai. Se wo so uku apem. Ai. Uku apem no ne edua apem foforo. Enti ewie na apem foforo si so. Ai. Momo nheda nim be no. Enti echechire ma na mo ntia ase. Uku apem beba na nyese bia uku 1000 beba o da bi. Apem ne de bae no o say apem no ne edua apem foforo enti time won say first apem ne we ne ya apem fufuo enti uku apem apem beba na se foforo to so ai mo da won te be na mo to Ghana na nsem hunu na ye mo de uku apem beba is to ye fa lotu the safuma ye ha santi ram to so obrafo also ji udu ye na for edum light mo mre. Now reopen land borders. Now the last time I make a when I decided to talk about a year border moon sensemi, me catch them say, Nana the Danko Kufuor, the border is not to know. He's trying to send a message, but still won't say. Kufuor tried to tell him, I want to say, he is the president. They are not Ghanaians. Sir, a little for the number to there, and here no, because Ghana, majority of your trade, you know. Through Lomé. Ivory Coast for the Burkina for the fine. Some things go through there, but 80% of your business, you know, it goes through Lomé. It goes through Volta region. Now, Akufo-Addo is trying to tell the Voltarians, ordinary president, come and kneel before me before I'll give you your life. Into the closure of the border, no, it is not because of COVID. No, COVID. Why hasn't this short devil opened the border? It is telling them, say, he wants to prove to them, power is me. Come to me. Beg me and let me open the border for you. So, Akufo-Addo is not thinking about this border and how economically it is hitting Ghana. Because all TSC say, so when you close the borders in Togo, me samemete, Aflawo, samemete, Volta regional, I have 99,000 routes to go there, to Togo and come back home. And you cannot stop it. Samemete, Volta region. Now what to Togo, what to border Dima? I have 99 million routes to take to Togo. Na nipa na oti Kumasi. The hotel santimem na kofa na nyoma o Togo no. Or the kaya besin na hina obefa. So the closure of the Volta of the Lomé border no, especially the also say it is affecting we in the south as Santimina ahead more than omo ahunafo no. Ahuna ni betuma ko Togo about 13 times a day. Obia ni mebi obefa obekwaba the territory sa unedika so obeko Togo agofa tuaba obeko Togo agofa tuaba some border na mind there and to me sahe now say eye obom kofa ntoma ewo Togo nipa 100 for santimema they will not know their way around. The only option they have is to go through the borders. So you shutting down the borders, you know, technically, you know, you are collapsing businesses in Ashanti region. You are collapsing businesses of their cans. Because yenya come for any kofanya mo Togo ba Togo fongo fanya mo awuna fongo fanya mo Togo awuna ni be ko Togo obetuma ko dija Oba be ne duane bi edi. Okwa ko digwa Togo no aba for his family, her family. Yeni ye free Kumasi. Yeni ye free ye fa Burkina border. Ye fa Elubu. Yena ye free down here. Yeni ye befa nyoma ekoton. So who is Akufo-Addo hurting? It's affecting the traders in the Ashanti region. And okwa mom kofantuma. Mo amokofa eye Togo nyoma, muntumi kofa Togo nyoma. Togo ye Freeport, nyoma guo se chom. Ye Gugana, and yama moti ebi to say, ombie, and ye nyina edi. Now, do you think you are affecting the Votarians? If a Votarian wants to go to Togo and buy a cloth, of you and a past 7, a year 2 obeba, nan to manikutano. Now, who are working here and also kofan yomo Togo? Where to Marco? So speak. Akufo-Addo ya santima bro. Odi eye yenya kamfa bro than awonafo no. Odi yenya kamfa bro. So yatie na ye jimi ho na politics inti de be am say yenya santifo yenya na edi ho abro. Voter region, they go to Togo every day. Obeso koton tuma. Obetu aga jeni kunu say Papa V mela kopela glem. I offer 12:30 by 2:30 no about entuma tani kutano. Over 150 million routes to go to Togo and come. Oh yes. Now bet me for Santasia go Togo. Uni maybe a Togo kinda. You only need the border. So it is up to us to pressurize this man. This ego no sondodo. De bi obi me paucho. Wo so e bunko to dia no pe. Dia na wo pe. Every country in this world omo bi omo border. It is ridiculous. Say, and the economists cannot see this. Say economy na essay ni na and the dollar den anka ye be Togo borders na anka see the endru. I'm telling you, anka dollar na endru baby edu no, because business activities will be going on. We will be bringing in dollars as we sit. We cannot go in and bring even dollars into the system. Bank of Ghana is short of dollars. These are basic economics. These are basic things. If you open all the borders, there will be free-flowing trade. And that means that there will be some inflows. You will be getting some foreign exchange in the system. You will be using that to cushion your system. Now, the issue is you have shut that down. Nothing is coming in. Who are you doing? You are doing the people. You don't deserve to lead. You are an idiot. You have no idea. This man came from somewhere I don't know. No intelligence. Foolish intelligence. Just say, Minimsibia Obumai. The first thing every country did on earth, the first thing they did was to open their borders, because that is the only way you can get foreign inflows. You can get foreign exchange. That is the only way, because you have been talking about AFTC. What Alan Tremantina or no is saying, he's the minister of Alan or minister of the Minister Alan or minister of the Alan Tremantin was supposed to take up this. This is not a national security issue. We don't have COVID again. Restrictions are Ghana say every restriction has been lifted. The numbers and the over Ghana, Obiano nose mask, President Kronche nose mask. Now, Alan Tremantin as the minister, no, what is he supposed to do? Because this is your territory, trade minister. You tell the president, we are at a point whereby you are saying the economy is struggling. You are saying our inflows are bad. Now we need to do business. I have been championing intra-trade agreements and all that. Why are you not opening our borders? Open it, make it strict, make sure we are doing business in and out. That is the only way that our people will get something to do. They will be also spending. We will be getting money. That is simple economics. Alan Tremantin and Ghana, all these guys are comedians. They are still charging $150 at the port. For what? They are still taking $150 at Ghana airport. For their in. Yen say, sir, COVID-19 at the airport in a chrono, a Rebecca Akufo-Addo company. Munyina mo convert the Busam company no idea. Munyina mo chimanka EU4, Jimmy 4. Health minister where he needs to be in jail. He's still a minister. So Alan Tremantin is also another comedian. Now you are talking about your AFTC, DND, intra-trade and all that, and your borders are closed. Are you okay? You are talking about trade between African countries. You are talking about how trade could be fluid, how people can enter country easily, trade with other countries. Today, all your borders are closed, and you are sitting there saying you have intelligence to lead. How do you lead? These are basic, very basic. But you hear be man be tie. I should suit fumbia but not news file. You know, say, we do Samson, it's quite worrying because what I want to tell you is the dynamics when it comes to the Trans-Africa project and also the Sub-Saharan region. What I have noticed is that from our research, the West African countries are very dependent on the foreign exchanges. As we say, the COVID situation here has actually made it difficult for African countries to do business. But what we can actually talk about right now, no we aqua we akona juni yeduma na we nyina wo Ghana na ombebu Ghana enkwasi asemo kwa Jimitization enkwasi asemo kwa. Oh, yeah. We understand the flow of the economy. Right now, we can see that our GDP is at a level whereby if we don't do something about it, the elasticity of the economy is going to deeply rely on the contradictions and the contractions of the inflows and outflows. Now, we are talking about the Bank of Ghana making sure they cushion the little space left with $100 million. Now, when you look at the figures, we can see that statistics does not really match the sequence when it comes to the economic outlook. Now, the outlook looks positive, but practically on the field, you could see that there's a disconnect between the micro and the macro. But when they come together at a point, you could see that when the elasticity in the gross domestic, they say, "Obi to us, kai. Remember, we have the men." Now, when you know we Jimmy enkwase ensemo Kenya enkwase samon kwa nyanse bi edim entumi change hwe wa school no akori baba o babalization wa wi baba se ba omia odi fakiri di shedi nsem so mbo adwuma no wa dare Jimmy na oto wa dare Jimmy na oto in kwasi asemo kwa asemo kan nyansa ba kokora nim and so bit was we are the intellectuals. This guy is making sense. He's not making any sense. You got tomatoes 20 Ghana or Sankregwa. Tomatoes box 50 Ghana. You expect to say the foka the kwa car de 10 Ghana. You saw the tomatoes in ba 15 Ghana. So you say no in and out you say 25 Ghana. Tomatoes in 50 Ghana. I was set tomatoes in the bar, you to me beton 50 Ghana, no, as to me 25 Ghana. Economics, no. And one. It is all tomatoes, no. Nase went to man till 50 Ghana or the top box, no, answer anti or lorfe in and out, no, and Yaka Cran to swa, a Jumana Kodia, Jumadian Waboka. This is economics. But so you know the market woman goes to Sankregwa and let's say her capital is 1,500 Ghana cedis, and then what they do is they purchase like 17 boxes, which is like 1,000 Ghana cedis. They bring it all the way to Accra Central Market to sell it. Now you know that bringing it from Sankregwa all the way to Accra, there is a little bit of gap there. Now they're going to stop at the place. Now they're going to take cars. They're going to be feeding themselves, maybe sleep in the hotel. No, you need to factor that in. Now, what I want to tell you is, when they come back all the way to Kumasi to sell the tomatoes, they are perishable products. Now, they have some window to be selling these things. They make sure that these things are sold off. Now, what I want to tell you is, when you check the dynamics, because the capital of the woman are actually to all the way to what they are going to get. That's their income. So we are talking about the prime capital and the prime income. Now, when you put the two together, you see there's a gap which is affecting the just say, Kwasiebio, wakwashe you to fumi 8 pieces. So that time you have show. And then Jimmy no to. And then yes, you be no. No women intellectuals. Intellectuals. A Jimmy for Gua. A Jimmy for Gua. Jimmy sa or Solano pa Jimmyization area Jimmyization and you bring Jimmyization on Kenyan Sebia. Diana is so polar much no say. Nibufu no kasa asi etia dechi. I don't understand. So a people say Jimmy. But they fake nkwa fake masa. Adeno. Entina World Bank catch no. Tell your people the truth in the language they understand. Jimmy no. Your president team will put. Follow the Nians and Adian, your watch comment the boys, a quiny and yay, in Somba, light in Ginaso, Chirem. Near Coco for side check, Abozege. Or straight, I say, Alowash and a two. Baomia, Debia, Alewa Shaneto, Netuyane de Share. Concert for another mine. All right, let's do the do. See this. Ena da hono more Ghana na. Where they Putin inside about Kwabeshimo, Putin, where they Putino. Putino, when they say I said you are not heading. Jack, Manchester concert no and they want any penny baby. Jack, I want to share your own. Now, Putin. Those consumers who can buy and stock for 2023 and beyond should start doing so. I will advise them to buy things like maize, rice, and millets. The prices are going to escalate because we are not getting fertilizer. We are from Dr. Charles Nyaba. He is the head of a program, peasant farmers and all that. The kind of brofing actually say, peasant farmers, a year in phone kakrano, unim so kokobia swa, and ya mu produce mass no. Remember, mu dria akasiano, omu akoto. Now, peasant farmers, you can peasant farmers are a year one and a or a 4 cocoa 5 acre b or be a 2 acre 1 acre no mu feed chrono because could try one yomana and as somebody on the bar dian a co incrassi a back room yet to talk a come and be seen in Benecassia. Penny for Abacatcha Ghana for say. Almost say, wow, was the Kaka Crada Hono, third Yanuguho. Now a comma baban 83 crack restaurant. If we say, almost say, I will advise them to buy things like maize, rice, millets, and the prices are going to escalate. Bronica say escalator. Say Ghana Nikosia bro for no the escalate, Beshan bro for ma. Let's say Asananyasem Ketwa. Escalate, any excavator the nam. Say I can say escalate, there's a two boom, I just the price ne two boom say there's a two, there's a cantanka. Shuttle a space shuttle no. See it will escalate. You see, price no quite be cost. Mena me church the match down. You can't say bronica say escalate. So bro Ghana ni equation brofo. Not the escalate share the brofo ma. Also a problem ho. Or beso just say no more bo be ye din no. Na e be ye din ai enya din o. Din DEDENE din aha. Or say escalate no. What do you want now? I'm famous. Putin. A couple bed demo to say a for Somalia for one now of escalate Putin. Where you Putin up and then Putin. After this, I'll come back and then we will take care of the editorial of the day. TSS editorial of the day is very, very important. For Obiasa Kevin Taylor start editorial no. If I 11 if I the basic Supreme Court now, it is important. Menya botre, mechim. Mama Ghana for Tiasia de Kufuado. Chief Justice, Supreme Court, Parliament, dear Omopesomo ye. 11 number Pasiana, NDC for the also ye. Has Alban Bagbin done his part? Has the minority done their part? Have they tried everything to stop them? What has the NDC done? Omotumi IABB, NPP for Plan B, but the Nina be going the weeks to come. Nina be manifested. Ochina ebe manifested was Supreme Court. You still watching? With all due respect, extended version. After this short break, this very short break, we will do the do.
Exclusive interview with Evelyn Sewabroni, 29th March 2022 on With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV. Exclusive interview with Evelyn Sewabroni, 29th March 2022 on With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV.
You cannot miss the interview. It will be between myself and Evelyn, aka Sewabroni, on the 29th of March 2022. Very, very soon, the interview will happen. Remember, this interview, yeah. The dear dome, say part 1 and part 2. I at the rough. I into Saturday day. Wow, we popcorn. No, I mama mutunton a incheria no monfre from mama incheria kakra edi braba. I by 6:30 no be atnase. I against for bantem. Why faster? Because had they no why ambo di show no so na say ye hu. against for no mebantem omo de wa hwa munya konwa nti esre mo VIP for no enyansafo na mo ne anante abedunde no monya fast metena se ewia ne de kitchen konwa na mo no matena chiri an eye Bleeders Association for no nti obi amra ne mba obi adin de besire de uni idea bia. Now, after this, we have another exclusive interview with Salis. Salis, and before election, year interviewer or chair senior ya you could a year Ahmed Swali from the Jubilee House or Bo Abu Jinapo Din Bobo a year not only anasi juma me bo audio a tape be have video be Anna Kennedy Japan I can say a year dear Oyeninano President of the Republic as supportino. There's some very important videos be a best abo into after Sarah Brunino. The following week, we have an exclusive interview with Salis. Also, there's some tape how deep this whole thing is. After Salis, there was another crazy interview be ever. Also, entire interviews. Now, interviews about interviews the bomb. Your friend Kofi could go home and die. All right, thank you very much. Now, Ghana for Mutieme. Sa editorial we many key. There's a specific reason. Mo amunti chi pano. Once in a while, me the brofu be film, but a e-levy asem. Iti me pese me nya abotre na me chirem na obi ate ne ho ase sene ye be ya se ensem no start se ebobo a ye behu nipa a ye be so mo mene aka se mo e na mo ye de mo ye. Now you all know Ghana fo nyina nim e-levy won sema aba. Now e-levy adikudie yam pass e-levy no say the minority in parliament whether you like them or not, to me sometimes you people know how I deal with them. Haruna Idrisu, Muntaka, I've been hard on everybody. But if there's one thing they have done for Ghanaians so far this year, it is about holding the fort, standing wherever they are standing. Pampea, Omo Kachre, we are seeing Ghana for say, Omo to Ghana for. They will not disappoint Ghanaians. And so far, we have seen the minority side prove Ghana for say, Omo ebema e-levy pass. There was a time, Omo say 1.5, 0.5. Haruna Idrisu beji, Muntaka bejatum, we better. Ghanaians were furious, but still the minority stood on their mark and said they will not agree to e-levy. Minority kasa Omo pe e-levy no. Inti Ekufuado abaino, man nemfa e-levy biamba na Ghana for Omo constituents. Ghana for nyina na ekase Omo pe. Now, you the e-levy yabo. Se minority no eja omo guard mukitwe bi pe NPP for be pass e-levy no. Ye hu the issue of parliament emu ntokwa emu entokwa amanfo bobo blows ni nyina ne say na minority so omo mpene ema e-levy no yem pass. So you could see say the only people in parliament and na omo te parliament defending any interest no NDC for nkwa. They did everything possible and they are still doing everything possible to stop this e-levy. Now, how long can they hold on? Now, when it comes to numbers, when it comes to parliamentary proceedings, there's one person I'll say, why are very fair and why are very hard, even in parliament, Alban Bagbin. Alban Bagbin on several occasions, NDC for they have issues with him because they believe, Oma emrani ye juma chinchini dodo because NDC for gitum say and that's what we believe say time na Michael Quay speaker of parliament a debia NPP deba parliament bia Michael Quay o 10 minutes no pass it. Sometimes NDC for feel say at least Alban Bagbin, we are a respectable man, you are there as the referee, but it do sometime also say yeni do ba but gunyama but Alban Bagbin, I have criticized him big time. I have been on his neck big time. Mam come action several times about some conduct a course of parliament I didn't like. But if there's one person I will credit for parliament e-levy when pass here, I will credit Alban Bagbin not because he has been biased, but because he has made sure said the procedure has been respected. Because I can Alban Bagbin and I'm making sure say the procedure in parliament has not been respected and e-levy NPP pass a long time. Because the NPP did so many things in these few months to make sure say Alban Bagbin crap power ekuta no, they will suppress it, disrespect him to pass the e-levy illegally. They have used Joe Wise. They have used so many means, but Alban Bagbin every single day, he tries to make sure say the process, the procedure should be applied. Now, the reason why it's e-levy to be passed or parliament and say the NPP knows say the procedure when we go by the procedure, there is no way they can pass e-levy, and that is why we are still here. Now, upon all the things Gabi Asare-Kyerema, Ken Ofori-Atta, Obi to say Edubuahin, Ekufuado Nankasa, upon all the things they did, any majority leader said Mensa Bonsumuni Afenyoma Kinsino, all the things they did, they tried to influence the minority. Almost some of their parliamentarians, they presented money, they presented everything. Still, the minority said they are not going to agree. Not because of them, because Ghanaians don't want it and they don't want more hardship on Ghanaians. So it is going to the point whereby NPP as a governing party, they are desperate. They want to find a way, no matter how, to pass e-levy. Because one Kaisoma Kachre say, without e-levy, the government or the economy will collapse. Now, so I'll come back now, Sika, Yaseno and the Kufuado, the expenses, the wastage, the level of corruption, Sika, Auditor General's reporter. Oh, you know what? Then Sika when you say, now say only 6 billion year economy, ebe collapse. Now, recently, Yawaha, and a semi-copy Supreme Court. A copy of Supreme Court, the antenna semi-copy, Ghana Nibi, and a semi-copy Supreme Court say, Joe Wise, or to Parliament, or a Deputy Speaker of Parliament, and Brahman who can say, on presiding, Sebi on your referee, now on Santuaba. Now, sir, a seminal, a basso be a Supreme Court, if you say, in Tokwa, any yena a siwo a year parliament, not Ghana for you secondly, because Utie a year or say Mensa Bunsu majority leader now, or say Joe Wise or who quine, so Tuaba, no sa presided. Utie minority for so I'm saying Joe Wise only who quine because the moment you are sent and I say, Oko Akunyenim Kotim so we speaker, Unisa right now. They were talking from one book, a constitutional, a binding a parliament. Also, be also as a parliament list one, a baby a shemra. Enti bibi a better parliament be a record a dao. Yen tonchene, because debi asem you chahu, edidi and asem. Enti parliament baby a man a show mumbra sometimes, and a one and a crown of faswa, or man brano, a year juma of parliament. Yehu parliamenta into kwesi disagreement to see when we didn't come where do we attempt, and so at the end of the day they come to a place omunyina agree say emrana yedi adwuma no actually say ye meet at the point na yema emrano embo Ghana for by and I say in the interest of Ghanaians. Now Yohana Supreme Court beka kire say sa asem na nipa ne de beto eye Supreme Court na so no almost say Joe Wise na oye speaker no ono aso ensankoto aba. Remember, Sir Assembly Copy Parliament, there's a reason to Assembly Copy Parliament. A copy Parliament, if we say, na NPP parliamentarians and also more Parliament and NPP side, no, na many numbers na, omudi benya 137 pepepe, and the actually say a year independent to become 138, and me a pass a year 11. No. It's almost imagine say, Joe Wise, no, because I'll do a safuni ho. And other MPPs in war. Into Joe Wise, no, Omid a year 137, no, and another year 138, and was Akotinaho, as I became a winnie, and this is for someone Tiasia. Now, the name who got and some woman says Supreme Court bar out, I'm saying, Joe Wise bet my tuaba, or Sabet my deputy speaker into Monco. And a movie, no, Omo report on the buyer, and as a semi seal court, no, Supreme Court now, and in your boy, dear, almost say, Yakase, I. Omanya etim no constitution ne eye enwoma ye nyina ye hyase enti Joe Wise no ana parliament ne constitution ase emom say yes Joe Wise betuma akoto aba as a speaker nenso parliament na was how to mean say omo be hye omo mbra omo ankasa de omo be adwuma no mo fenye adwuma now then it means say Supreme Court ne ka che Ghana for say asem na ye bu a ne krampo no at the end of the day nipa obetuma ma to mean na ye adwuma no e parliament na ankasa. So indirectly, no, a Supreme Court omo judgment no a waste of time because omo bu asem and omo say ye bu asem mom de and so a parliament nkwa and the betumi de omo ankasa nkrata ye adwuma. That means Supreme Court indirectly in their report and also in their judgment they are indirectly telling Ghanaians say Parliament has the right to use their own laws in Parliament to decide whether Joe Wise sits and votes or does not vote when he sits. Now, I want to say here. Also, be also say, a year MP Bakwa or year MP or Asin North. I a friend of Quayson. Ono so na some of court. Na a DNAC. Or China Quayson because Supreme Court. I didn't try. Omo the Assembly Court Supreme Court. A year MPP lawyer, your friend Frank Davis. I mean, names. Your friend Frank Davis. At the Assembly Akodan Court. Now, my mention with the ABC, or Ochina Sama that court no. But remember, saying the impasse Ilevia, nay, because of the leadership minority our parliament and how they have stood still together to make sure Ghana for how we inform to so. I might disagree with them on so many things. Sometimes I'm a blasty or more, but till date, you will say they have stood their grounds to make sure 11 pass it. And till date, Minoka say minority has not shown any glimpses. Say they are going to back down from almost say 11 but 0.00 cry. Almost say they don't want to see 11. Now, my mention with the Ekufuado Ebeye. Remember, Supreme Court Assembly Eba Abontino. That was the first time in months. And your man Krabe years Ekufuado make statement on very critical issues in Ghana. The only time I work for the Ghana was a COVID-19 updates. Anytime I send me so Ghana bia Ekufuado nkabi. Tibusango said what made Ekufuado do that press conference from Dubai to send to Ghana the day Supreme Court came out with that judgment, which was a judgment. Sebio, a 1-year-old kid, who said Supreme Court is being biased. It was because Ekufuado was preparing the grounds for an illegality to happen. Now, Ekufuado got angry. Nibufuye Abra Alban Bagbin, who is the current speaker of this parliament, replied his statement and said, Mr. President, you are being myopic. You are not being a president for the people. You are not being a president who thinks through the matter and wants to use the constitution and the laws to work. Alban Bagbin did not mince words because Alban Bagbin was trying to let the president understand that you cannot go in different directions, illegal directions, to undermine the constitution indirectly by using the judiciary to undermine the constitution. Because the Supreme Court here, are technically undermining the constitution, but if you are not smart, you will not know. Because they wanted to take the powers in parliament. They wanted to hide behind the constitution to make sure, say, they disarm parliament. How parliament is powerful, no? They wanted to use their power in the Supreme Court because the president is telling them to do what he wants. Until after Alban Bagbin replied to Ekufuado and say, you are a president. Don't be myopic. Don't be childish. Understand that the book, the constitution, parliament, judiciary, these are all arms of government that independently need to work, because you would not love it when people infiltrate your space as the executive to make sure, say, they hide behind the constitution to take your power from you. So Alban Bagbin was being direct. Now, Ekufuado say, hey, what you are doing, the precedents now, you are setting through your press statement, it is dangerous. So Ekufuado got angry. And Ekufuado afraid Chief Justice. Now, Bashina Chief Justice Inyaya from this a friend is saying judgment from Parliament, from Ghanaians, after Supreme Court. People were bashing Chief Justice Inyaya. He was worried. He knew that he had messed up. On him said the Supreme Court has sunk lower. Now, Alban Bagbin reacting to Ekufuado, it got him more pissed. Now, Ochina, something is going to happen in court. What is going to happen is a year Nana Danko Ekufuado after Chief Justice. I catch you say Ochina omubeti application bia eda omonaso. Ochina, what the president has told Enini Yeboah, Chief Justice, and say they should make sure say a year NDC, Asin North MP, Quayson, they will make sure Meminkas has some webium. Me say application be the Supreme Court. Nipa na the application called Supreme Court. The friend a year Frank Davis. This is Frank Davis. My mention of Frank Davis. So when Frank Davis this guy was the guy who represented Kufuor, the lawyer. Only representing Kufuor in the Supreme Court. NDC MPP court election issue. No, this guy called Frank Davis. Only the application be called Supreme Court. Application you know saying. Application is say Supreme Court ending tia aye Asin North MP no. Say omofa injunction bin to the so. Say ne be ya Yebeka say imprempre nim he ya ne de onye MP. Inti yen Supreme Court engineer emraso na almost stripping off that power na emane MP who is representing the people of Asin North. Inti sa assembly ochina yekobua e Supreme Court. Now Nana Dankwa for that fresh Chief Justice and Nini Waka can say they should grant this application. Now remember, application where application sa assembly omo Supreme Court almost grant application Frank Davis we no. Also, TSS say a question na some way almost challenge the legibility, how eligible he is to how legitimate he is to be an MP or to hold himself as the MP of Asin North. No, Assembly Appeals Court. Now, Assembly Appeals Court. No, Frank Davis and the Supreme Court for him say Assembly Appeals Court na yakan wasem sisiano. Assembly. It is pending. Just say I asema yeda ho kan wasem. And even sa asem there's something we call stay of execution. A year appeals court at the tabunu bi ato so say assembly ngina ho. Omo hwehwe nyomem. Inti asem na yakasa no. Sa asem ya Frank Davis apa appeals court ho. E dey come Supreme Court no. Supreme Court nim say on a normal day they are not supposed to take this application. They are supposed to say Frank Davis for some application record back to appeals court because as someone would you cannot bypass appeals court and bring to us to judge because this case is pending in the appeals court. Appeals court needs to come to a finality. If you want to appeal and I say you want something to be done, then we can come in. But as we speak here, the appeals court was a case with the table. So the case require cano omukrampo at the state of execution at Toswa, the tabuna Toswa Semno and Kone Nim and Konichi. Appeals court ya na omon satoso inti day na Frank Davis or Kufuor the lawyer MPP lawyer epa appeals court ho because Supreme Court the Supreme Court and grant application senebeya they will strip this man of say onye MP for that moment. Now on a normal day any Supreme Court be a legitimate they are holding or they respect the constitution and also almost respecting their legal process now. The first thing the Chief Justice was supposed to do was say, take this application back. We will not sit on it until appeals court makes a decision. But this is another Dankwa Kufuor Supreme Court. All this process, the Supreme Court knows, but still they have accepted this application. Now, Ochina, what is going to happen is say, Supreme Court and say, Chief Justice Enini Yeboah, what they are going to do is say, he has been taxed, and the other person who is so much involved in this thing they are going to do tomorrow, Jones Doche, honestly another Supreme Court judge. Now they have been taxed that tomorrow they should grant the application, and when they grant the application, automatically Asin North MP he cannot enter Parliament. So I'm granted sa application where question now. For now, no, or MP for Asin North, no. So, over Parliament, a police bit action because he cannot carry himself as a member of Parliament. Now, what does that say? The moment this guy almost granted application or China, almost automatically have indirectly stripped him of his position as an MP in Parliament, it gives the NPP the way to go ahead with their crime they want to commit. Now, this is something the president has cooked. Now, Obi Beka say, na say eba sa krampo na NPP does not have the numbers to pass e-levy. Alban Bagbin is not here. Joe Wise Nawaha. So it's never possible because Adwoa Safo is not coming to parliament. Everybody knows. And I him say, a hunter West. Anamwa. Yes, a Hunter West MP no Ebenezer Kojokum. Also, he has suffered stroke. You see, Oteshi or bathroom. Emma Moja Abejinanitim. As we speak, any little stress beyond the guy can die. Why is NDC worried? They can still not pass the e-levy because as we speak, NDC were 137. Now, say Ochina, grant application now, NDC drops to 136. Obianim say MPP, available now. Let me tell you what they are going to do. Now, as we speak, so Ochina grant this application where NDC will come to 136, right? All right. Adwoa Safo is not going to come to parliament to vote, never. Now, this Ahanta West MP, wuna wenya stroke, moja jina ni timuno. Ose chairman Sabonsu, Afenyo Markins, and some big men like Oforia Tamone Gabimo, ako catch them and say they should carry the guy and bring him to parliament. To do what? To come and vote. Now, remember, say, yeah, the Sakwane bar, or maybe replace Adwoa Safo, and I'm a boy, or replace Adwoa Safo. NPP will come back to what? 137. Now NDC will be at 136. So Adwoa Safo the NPP, they have cancelled her out. Now Omunim said there is no way NDC is going to allow Joe Wise to preside and also vote. Into Oba cancel Joe Wise. Omunim said Joe Wise don't mean to Aba. Now what they need is when they take a year question out, they know Adwoa Safo is not going to be there. They can get who in? This Ahanta West MP. In. Now, when they get the Ahanta West MP in, they are back to 136, right? They have this so-called guy there who is also independent. He's there. They'll move to 137. Now, when they move to 137, whoever is sitting in that seat has no option. Whether it is Joe Wise, whether it is Alban Bagbin, they will pass the e-levy. Now, what worries me, and I say, Ahanta West, Ebenezer Kojokum, I don't know whether she's crazy. And that's in the bush of one about them. NPP for Tamsika Komo almost say, man, na wuna or dahono, they should just bring him to parliament for 10 minutes. Now, doctor say, Papa, when you stroke, moja jinanitim. You should not be moving this man around. You should not even put this guy in an environment where any little stress can shut this guy's brain down and he will die. But this woman is willing to let their dying husband carry him all the way from where they are to bring him and sit him in parliament to vote. This is how low the NPP can go. Now, the reason why Akufo-Addo wants this done before end of March, is simple. Now they have cooked this. That's what I'm carrying. So Ochina Supreme Court, the application will be granted by Enini Yeboah. He will grant it. Akufo-Addo has instructed him to grant it. He has no option than to grant it because they need to cut that number of the NDC down. At this point, the NDC cannot do nothing. The minority, Haruna Idrisu, Muntaka, all the things they have done, the fights they have fought, all the things they have endured. When it happens this way, the NDC cannot do anything because the president knows what he's doing. He's using the Supreme Court to pass his e-levy. So what is going to happen right now is Akufo-Addo wants this passed before the end of March. If he doesn't pass the e-levy before the end of March, what is going to happen is on to be my state of the nation. Now Akufo-Addo could not give the state of the nation because e-levy, so when man pass here, now so one my state of the nation, say March and there, he has committed a constitution. He has actually gone against the constitution. So at the end of the day, the president can be impeached. Somebody can take the president on. So the president needs to give the state of the nation. Now he cannot give the state of the nation when the e-levy has not been passed. That is why he's insisting and pushing the Supreme Court to tomorrow. Make sure, say, question. They grant the application to that MPP lawyer Davis to make sure that Kwesi will not be eligible to enter parliament to vote because they know they have lost Adwoa Safo. Now, the Ahanta West MP who is dying, they will bring him to parliament. If Alan Babin even comes and sits, he is helpless because all that he has to do is count your numbers. NDC will have 136. It is not the fault of the minority. It is not the fault of Haruna Idrisu. It is not the fault of a speaker. Now the NPP will have 137. So this is what Akufo-Addo is doing now. Anytime I say the beginning of the end of this country is tomorrow in the Supreme Court, because Enin Yabua will lick the butt of the president and pass the application. Abra Onim said this application is at the appeals court. There is a stay of execution on the application. So why is the Supreme Court moving ahead of the appeals court to grant an application that they know has to go back to the appeals court? Ghana for the Akufo-Addo government, the NPP are by way Omi Akronfo. Now they are using the Supreme Court to just impose an illegality on us. As much as sometimes I criticize the minority, they have done whatever they have to do. The president knows, said legitimately, ultimately, parliament, and young numbers in free NDC for never. They have done everything. Oforiata, Gabi, they have tried paying minority MPs. They have used money, everything. It didn't work. Now the president wants to use the Supreme Court to pass e-levy so that he can come and give state of the nation, so that he can instill this peace. Or highway opportunity pass into Akufo-Addo today. Or China, Supreme Court will grant a application na Akufo-Addo ama to want to say as North MP, he cannot hold himself as an MP, and automatically he cannot be in parliament to vote. It hurts me because when I sit back, we do these investigations, we get all these reports, we do all these things, the intel. Then you see how you hear sometimes you hear somebody like Sam George, how passionate they speak about not making sure say e-levy and pass it. You see these young MPs, you see Haruna Idrisu, Muntaka them, they're doing everything. They're doing every single thing to stop this e-levy. But the president does not think about you. The NPP does not think about you. Today they are using the Supreme Court to turn the narrative. They are illegally using the Supreme Court to pass e-levy. And when it happens like that, tomorrow, Kwesi, if he's stripped off his power as an MP, the NPP, Akufo-Addo NPP, Supreme Court, Enin Yabua leading, will pass e-levy. The NDC leadership cannot do anything. But why should the president do that? And I applaud the NDC. And I know they will do everything possible, but there's something I want to tell the NDC. The NDC leadership in parliament, the minority, they have proven to Ghanaians to say they have Ghana at heart. Because upon all the intimidation, upon all the illegalities the NPP tried to use to pass e-levy, Haruna Idrisu and the Muntakas for the first time in our history, seeing them in parliament, they have proven, say, the people's plight is their plight. They have put everything aside, money, everything, national building, they have made people believe, say, there is a party that can think about them, think about their worries, make sure, say, no matter what, they will protect the citizen who does not want to be burdened with too much taxes. Now, they have something. The NDC, I have an advice for them, and I pray they listen. I pray their executives, they have done well. The party leadership, they have stood still. They have made people believe that their word is their word. But what they can do too, they have other options. And the other option they have to do is say, the NDC must do one thing. So, Ochina, Omo grantee application now. The NDC should prove to Ghanaians to say they have nothing to do with this passage of e-levy. Sebio Ghana for more Ghana for Sebio Bodam Nikwedim say NDC aid obeyina. Sebio every single Ghanaian knows to say Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo is using the Supreme Court to destroy our democracy. Now, the NDC leadership in parliament and their party leadership to everybody in the executive, if you people are going to listen, walk away. Do not be part of this process. Say NPP Fokofa Ahanta West MP Niba. So I'm a grantee application where the NDC leadership in parliament should not be part of this process. They should let the NPP alone go to parliament and pass this e-levy. Omoma Ghana Frontier says they have nothing because they trap the NPP for Esetiama Haruna Idrisu. NDC, Mahama, the leadership from top to down, say, the moment NDC sits in parliament, upon all this intimidation and twisting of the law, no, and they pass it, whether they take part or not, in president, no, go out there and change the narrative and tell Ghanaians, say, NDC, support and so the leadership of the NDC should not. They should walk out, should not be part. They should not help review the budget. They should tell Ghanaians they are washing their hands. They should be the Pontius Pilate or whatever. Wash their hands and have a press conference and tell Ghanaians and say, Yeni, yenka wehu. Omo the Supreme Court no ashoti a number. Omo kwako form nipa owu aba. And then no, omo person omo dwene say ye kan ho no omo yesa illegality way. Eye E11 no, eye dangerous. Akufo-Addo wants to destroy the nation. Akufo-Addo has a plan. And the bonnie no obeso the NDC betaro ho. And if you are an honest Ghanaian, the NDC from the top to down, they have proven over these few months say they are ready to govern. The people's plight, ayomo plight. Now, what the NDC leadership needs to do is simple. Stay away from the voting. Walk out. Let them do their own comedy. Magana for Mama Ghana for you know who say you were not part of this. You had nothing to do with it. You did everything, and they used the Supreme Court to impose these taxes on you Ghanaians. What we are going to see in the Supreme Court tomorrow will decide the fate of e-levy. This is not a joke, and I'm talking to the leadership of the NDC. You have done well. I applaud you. You have done. We were all not expecting you people to drag this to this point. But it has gotten to the point where the president, the executive, and the judiciary have come together to suppress the democracy, make sure they go against the constitution to impose taxes, these killer taxes on these Ghanaians, on we the people who are feeding them. You people, the only thing you can do to Ghanaians or do for Ghanaians to know that genuinely you didn't want this e-levy. Whether it's 0.00, whether it's 0.0300, whether minus 00, NDC should not be part of this. Walk out of parliament. Let them do their things. Ghanaians will know who imposed e-levy on them. Tomorrow, I'll be back. Obianfa went to the team. All eyes should be on the Supreme Court tomorrow. They are going to come out with their judgment. And this is what is going to happen. Chief Justice Senior is watching me. The president has instructed him that this is what is supposed to happen. They will grant the application. They are granting the application because they want to pass the e-levy. This is the map. The information in your mamo. You people know. Now follow the charts. I have given you the guide. Follow the map. It will end up e-levy being passed. The NDC has got nothing to do with this. From day one, you have seen how the NPP has gone against NDC MPs. They have done everything. Go to Jomoro. They are after the MP. Come to Kwesen. They have been on Kwesen from day one. They just need to take out some numbers of the NPP, NDC, to pass this killer e-levy. Ghanaians, mama ya adwini munda ho. Ma akronfobi emfa bibin to Ghana for team say NDC for ek ka ho no the e-levy ba. Eye NPP for and on person the e-levy to Ghana for so. This is the same Akufo-Addo who said, oh yeah, the people's government, the listening government, Ghana for about 90% says, I'm pay e-levy. Dear Nebema president, across Supreme Court, and using the Supreme Court to twist the arm of government, arm of the constitution. This is serious. Tomorrow, right after Supreme Court hearing, I might show up. I have more to tell you, but I just want to tell you people, what will happen tomorrow in Supreme Court will decide e-levy. And this is the manipulation, orchestration of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the Chief Justice. Menka kese. Makani yakana kasem. Meti hauza anka meka. Meti kroba anka meka. Makani chi di brofo kakrafra. Me assure so obiati di ekana se. Let us come together and save this nation. The NDC should still stand firm. If they end up doing this illegality, do not. No NDC MP should sit in that hall to pass or support anything. You, your leadership, your hierarchy, walk out. Let Ghana for who say, Modie, you had a good heart to stop this. It is Akufo-Addo, the Chief Justice, and the NPP as a political party. Omo sa e hawi ebe to yeso. Ochina, I'll be with you. I've given you the chart. Let's follow the money. Let's follow the chart. We will get to the bottom of this. What will happen in Supreme Court tomorrow will be the beginning of our end. Akufo-Addo is dangerous. This NPP is dangerous. 11, no matter what, because we say economy. No. Let us pay attention. And I'm watching the NDC closely. I've advised you, I've commended you, I've shown you the way. It is up to you people to follow what we have said here. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version. I'll be right back after this short break.
Exclusive interview with Evelyn Sewabroni, 29th March 2022 on With All Due Respect Loud Silence TV. Exclusive interview with Evelyn Sewabroni, 29th March 2022 on With All Due Respect.
Hello. Hello.